give me a minute for YouTube to go live, and then I'll actually talk about what the stream's about. What is up, VOD watchers of all kinds of varieties? Welcome back to another stream. Oh, I got a text from my mom. As soon as I went live, I got a text from my mom. Anyways, what's up, everybody? What's up, VOD watchers? Welcome back to another VOD stream. It's more Yakuza. You might not know because it's a VOD, but it's been quite a while since I streamed. I've been battling medical issues. What's up, Kento? Welcome back to the stream. Thank you very much for redeeming first. How is it going? How was your weekend? How was your weekend? I hope it went well. Been here since 3:30. Damn, so you saw my bad title, huh? I fixed it. I think this one's better. I found out about ASCII emojis. Alright. So today I'm doing more Yakuza. That's it. I was under the impression that I was gonna go to the doctor today. However, it seems like in my folly, I've forgotten about the rules of phrases for a minute. So on Monday, I'm gonna make, nope, that's not how you said it. I'm gonna make an appointment so you can go to the doctor on Monday. So this is what I was told. Now if you'll notice here, on Monday can either describe you can go to the doctor or describe I'm gonna make an appointment. So I was under the assumption that it described you go to the doctor on Monday. However, it did not. It described you can make the appointment. So I thought I was going to the doctor today. That's not the case. And now, since I've gotten better, I don't think I will be going to the doctor. So none of it mattered anyways. That's why I lied. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I thought I'd be going to the doctor today. But the menace of what's it called? I think a dangling participle. I think it's called a dangling participle. I think that is what it got me. It got me. I should have known better. I should have explained to the woman whose health insurance I'd be using for such a thing about the dangers of using a preposition in a place where it's ambiguous in how it's describing. I should have told her, honestly, and that's my fault. That's my bad. All right. I'm sorry if I sound dead. I'm a little tired, you know. It's hard to sleep when you lie down and everything hurts. And it's also hard to do anything when the minute you fucking go live, your parents decide, actually, let's text her. Let's text her. Yeah. I would have totally thought it was on Monday too. Yeah, that's the thing. It wasn't my fault. It was my mom's fault for using a preposition in a case where I could describe either. My apologies. Let's put on gaming. I think I bricked it. So I played a little bit. I played a little bit of Yakuza before stream in order to get money, but I didn't save it, which is not very good. It's nice that I now know you're streaming because I see this Steam thing saying that you're playing this game. Hell yeah, fuck. Hold on, let me go on to Discord because I don't have streamer mode on. Hold on. I'm a little scatter-minded. It's hard to sleep. Alright, I can't lie down. So I had to sleep sitting up. Alright, hold on, let me turn on streamer. Welcome back to the stream, Jackson. Alright, streamer mode's enabled on Discord so that people can see what I'm streaming. Just for reference, let me pull this up here. I'm gonna main monitor. I'm gonna profile, and so this was my this was my sleep pattern last night. This is the point where I threw off my Apple Watch because it was annoying. So I tried to go to sleep and then I woke up, and I tried to go to sleep and then I woke up, and then I tried to go to sleep. I actually got to sleep and then I woke up, and then I tried to go to sleep, tried to go to sleep, tried to go to sleep. Then I woke up a lot. This was really hard. Then I actually went to sleep and I woke up again, and then I went to sleep again, and then I woke up and I threw my Apple Watch away. So this part is not accurate. So I have a little bit of trouble. I feel like 9 hours and 3 minutes is a little generous here. I wouldn't say 9 hours and 3 minutes. I think maybe this entire thing would be about that. But what would I know, right? So I'm a little absent-minded. My apologies, but I'm gonna try my best. All right, because I don't know. I have a good time streaming. All right, what's happening here? So I have come to the conclusion that I am running out of things to do in terms of side quests. You'll notice that these two are side quests, and you'll notice that this is a side quest, Telltale Boys Club. Now, I try to keep the stream, you're the third person I've heard say that today, that I couldn't sleep, that I like to stream. Yes. Okay, well, in my defense, those people just have bad sleeping habits. Alright, I'm for real. Those guys are posers. That you can't sleep. Yeah, I am. No offense to them, but I'm a real hashtag can't sleeper. When I lie down, it hurts really bad. So I needed to sit in I need to sleep in the sitting up position. So I had to angle myself on the bedroom wall, which is pleasant. It's always a great way to sleep. Similarly to how you would sleep on the airplane. The comfiest place to be, obviously, as everybody knows. But you know, we're here. I'm alive, if not totally mentally here. And ideally, there shouldn't be too many big problems. But yeah, don't worry about it. I think side quest unlocked as you progress in the story. I think I'll be fine, because all I need to do is the rest of the real estate thing. My issue is that I need to resort to using the Telltale Boys Club, which notably is very mature rated content in a stream that I try to keep PG-13. So I may need to bust out the Subway Surfer thing again. What's up? The Yakuza is too soft. Yeah, it needs to be up a little bit more. There we go. Alright, but, you know, things have been happening, I guess. I've been able to move. You know, it's not as though I've been unable to, like, do anything. It's just that for long periods of time, I may or may not be, like, incapacitated. It's better now, right?
Oi.
So yesterday was Father's Day. Hope everybody's had a good one of those. Unless you had two lesbian moms, in which case I imagine you wouldn't really have anything to do with Father's Day. I saw Ballerina, which is the John Wick movie. It's the John Wick spin-off with Ana de Armas. Now, the thing about Ana de Armas is that she's really hot. End statement. So I think it was a good movie. I enjoyed it, I think. Gonna be honest, watching a beautiful woman kill people for 2 hours is not the worst movie idea. I think they pulled it off pretty well. I'd recommend it to anyone who is attracted to women. Shout out lesbians. Especially lesbian moms. But not yesterday, because yesterday was Father's Day. You got your dad a book. I got my dad Louis sweatpants. It's been a rough weekend.
Hey.
It's been 15 years since my divorce, and my visitation rights were denied. The business I was running back then went under. My company was doing well, but it provided a steady income. I got complacent and failed to see the market turning. I kept plowing borrowed money into the failing business, convinced I could turn it around, and eventually I didn't, and then everybody died. Oh. So you're trying to find your daughter in a hostess. Whether that girl is my daughter or a stranger, I need to be emotionally prepared for the fallout. You go to the club and figure out whether or not she's my daughter? How? How would I do that? I was like, hey, listen. I know a lot of women who do this don't use their full legal name because it could be dangerous for them to do such a thing. But can you give me your ID, please? I gave my dad a hug. I also gave my dad a hug. I did that too. Would you like to request a particular hostess? Reika. Yeah, Reika. Yippee. I can't gauge age from a video game character's face. I'm sorry. I did end up buying Metal Gear Solid 3. I was going to, so I'm trying to play, I tried to start another game off stream. Alright, I was gonna do that with, what was it? Rain Code, which is Danganronpa, but not really. But it was so boring. Why did you buy it? Metal Gear? What do you mean? To play Metal Gear? I didn't remember seeing your face, Kiryu-san. Oh. I told you a remake was coming out? Of the fucking third one, it's gonna be like $80. Why the fuck wouldn't I buy it? I bought Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2.
Nani?
What do you mean I told you a remake was coming out? It was actually gonna be cheaper? You mean the remake? You mean Metal Gear Solid Delta is gonna be cheaper than Metal Gear Solid 3? Is that what you're telling me? It must mean you knew about me. Why request me? You gotta... I can't tell her that someone who might be your father asked me to come talk to her. I heard about you from a friend. Nah, the original one? You didn't tell me all this information. Alright? You said there's a remake coming out. I remember the chat message. You said there was a remake coming out. You didn't specify there's a remake coming out of this specific one and it's going to be cheaper. You didn't say any of these things. You merely put out the chat message, a remake is coming out. Now, I've said repeatedly that it's hard to understand when chat messages were typed because the delay between when you type it and when it comes on stream. And I've already moved past the topic. What's up, Renburgers? I'm being mean to Kenta real quick. Welcome back to the stream. Alright, so when you said there was a remake coming out, that doesn't mean anything to me. Alright, you need more substance to your text. Alright, at no point did you tell me it was going to be cheaper. That never even entered the equation. Okay, as far as I know, they're remaking a Metal Gear Solid game, and it's going to take a fucking a million bajillion dollars. It's going to cost $1 million, bro. If someone was like, oh, I want to play Persona 4, I would go, wait, no, Persona 4, don't buy Persona 4 Golden on the computer, buy it, they're coming out with a remake. That would be more. That would be more than the information you gave me, all right? Because if they were talking about the entire Persona series, and then I said, there's a remake coming out, that's the fucking equivalent of what you've done. All right, furthermore, it's probably going to be expensive as fuck. Unless you mean that the original is going to be cheaper by virtue of a newer remake coming out. And if so, that's very long scale times. I don't feel like it. So anyways, I'm right, as always, in every reality, in every universe, and yeah. My throat burns. I haven't talked this much in like 3 days. Remake of a Metal Gear Solid game? I don't know because he didn't give me information. Alright, he mentioned the idea of a remake and then, he just hasn't elaborated on such things. So I have no idea a remake of what's coming out. I know Metal Gear Solid Delta or something is happening. I don't know what that is. That doesn't mean anything to me. I'm actually having the debate of playing P4, but also the remake is going to be like $70 to $80, I'm sure. I think that Persona 4 Golden is pretty good. Low-key, I would just play the one on Steam. It's gonna be cheaper if you wait for it to go on sale. Summer sales, I think, in a couple of days. I would just play P4G. Remake is gonna be like $70-$80. Furthermore, if you look at what they did for Persona 3 Reload is not the first remake of Persona 3. There's Persona 3, Persona 3 FES, and Persona 3 Portable. Persona 3 FES is quote-unquote the definitive version because it has the answer, which is a kind of an expansion to Persona 3. The expansion is bad, but that doesn't have anything to do with anything here. Persona 4 Golden is the definitive version of Persona 4. It also has a little bit of expansion to it, right? That's how it works. The definitive version in Persona gets a little bit more. The odds of Persona 4 Reload having the Persona 4 Golden expanded content in terms of a DLC is high. There's an entire another dungeon. I think it's possible that they charge more. Now, if you look at what happened with Persona 3 Reload, they charged $35 for a really shitty expansion to Persona 3 Reload. Personally, I haven't bought it, and I'm not gonna. Also, Persona 3 had the oh fuck. Oh, I've not been paying attention at all. Persona 4 Golden is, I think, a better game than Persona 3 FES. Persona 3, notably, you need to go through like over 200 floors of the dungeon there. It's pretty boring. It's pretty boring. Persona 3 Reload does fix that. I think Persona 3 Reload is better than Persona 3 FES, but I haven't played the answer in FES, and you get that for free. You need to pay $35 for, what is it? Episode, I guess? Whatever the fuck they called it. It's just the answer. There's a good place up for rent nearby. Let me know. If I can get one more piece of evidence. Your father's not around. My parents divorced when I was still small. Oh. It feels... Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is particularly rare. I think a lot of people have this kind of problem, but honestly, close enough. There's someone I want you to meet. Your father. Yeah, I don't know. It feels to me as though they might be different. It feels to me as though this really could just be like a, oh, oopsies, entirely something different. But no. Persona 3 Reload's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. My problem with Persona 3 Reload right now is that I wanted to do a New Game Plus run of it. But my issue is that Persona 3 Reload's New Game Plus is really bad. And Persona 3 Reload's New Game Plus lets you keep all of your stats and all of your money and all of your things. And so essentially you're just running the game again, except from God mode at the very start, which is fun and everything, except for the fact that like it's not. Meanwhile, in Persona 4 Gold and Persona 5 Royal, when you do a New Game Plus run, you only really keep your social stats, maybe some of your money, maybe some of your items, but for the most part, it's not. It's not. I'm too ashamed to face her. After I asked you to help me and you even brought my daughter to me, I can't face her. That's not what my dad looks like at all. This is just some random guy. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I could feel it. I could feel it in my bones. I've played too much Yakuza. I didn't want to put up a false front, even for work. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew this shit, man. I knew it. I played too much Yakuza. I got it locked down. Personally, I'd recommend P4G. Right now, I'm doing a New Game Plus run to get all the achievements because I think it's fun. But, you know. What she looked like when she was 5 isn't anything to go on.
Oi. Hey.
What's life if you can't enjoy it? This is for the trouble. Goddess of Children Amulet. What the fuck? Oh, this is so weird. Getting the girl you thought was your daughter to call you daddy after finding out that she's not actually your daughter leaves a weird taste in my mouth, and it's a bad taste. Fuck, I need a throat lozenge. I need a fucking cough drop. No, it's been 20 minutes and my throat hurts. I gotta go for the long run. Alright, gotta stop laughing. This is serious business. We need to talk seriously. Ooh. Where? Don't talk to me. Found you. I'll definitely play P4G next. It's just cheaper and it's gonna go on sale soon. I got it on sale. Yeah, it's a couple bugs, right? I'll be the first one to mention it. It's definitely scuffed. There's some problems with it, but most of those problems are the dungeon is kind of boring and the opening cutscene is fucked. Like the way they ported it has the opening cutscene like tear, which is really fucking like scuffed. Like holy shit, I can't believe it's real. I don't know if they fixed it or not. But when I got the game, it was broken. There are mods, but I have a community enhancement pack installed, but I personally found it a pain in the ass to install. So I think the game's perfectly fine. I beat it with no mods. I only installed them recently to do the New Game Plus run. But no, I definitely recommend it. I think it's a really good game. I look forward to doing it again because it's been so long since I played it, and I think a lot of Persona 4's strength is the story, as it were. So I'll get to relive it. Although I probably should not have. I probably shouldn't have installed the mods because there's an HD profile thing, and it looks so weird, dude. Seeing all the Persona 4 characters in HD is fucking sickening. It's gross. It's weird. I can definitely mod it if need to be, but I have a Steam Deck, so I try to avoid mods when I can. Oh, yeah, you don't need to mod it. The opening cutscene is scuffed, which sucks, but that's not that big of a deal. Because when I say opening cutscene, I mean like opening. Oh, he's fine. Alright. So I do have 100 mil. I think it might be in my best interest to look up a real estate map of Kamurocho. But yeah, I like it though. Big fan of Persona 4. I think it's pretty good. I was thinking about playing Persona 5, but it's a lot. It's a really big commitment. It's a really big commitment, you know? Is that a crazy thing to be like? It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. You know, especially because with Persona 4 Golden, I've beaten it on the computer before. And so, you know, it'll go faster because New Game Plus just goes faster than the original game. But with Persona 5 Royal, I have 100%ed it on my dad's PlayStation. So although I have 100% of the game, it's not like finished on my computer, so I can't New Game Plus it at all. It's gonna be hard. Honestly, I spent 105 hours playing P5 Royale, and it's really fun. It's the best one. I think it's the best one because it's my favorite one, and it helped me at a dark time. But also, it's the best one. P4 is really good. In terms of gameplay, there is a bit of a drop-off from Persona 5 Royal. I'll be the first to admit. It's a bit of a shame, but you played the best one, the first one, right? You play the latest game, and then you go play the other games. You know, there's a bit of a loss of game mechanics there, because I haven't figured out what's goated yet. But I think it's still really good, and I think the writing. A common opinion in Persona fandom, as it were, which I hate to involve myself with, but it is how it is that the writing of Persona 4 Golden's characters is better than Persona 5's characters, although the gameplay of Persona 5 is better than Persona 4. But I really do like the characters, the vibe, it's all great. Low-key, I might unmod. Oh, someone from the Dojima family? What's happening, man? Oh, I wasn't reading, I'm sorry. You didn't seem very important. I can handle a bit of jank. The story's good, then you should be absolutely fine. As long as you're not trying to 100% it. Nishikiyama. It's gotta be Nishikiyama. Alright, oh, batting cages. That doesn't seem like the place to be. I might disable, the problem, right, is in doing a 100% of run, is that there's like random bullshit that pops up in the game. Like, there's this, you need a specific rank for strength to get like a book in order to get the compulsive reader achievement, and that's fucking silly. That's fucking goofy. But honestly, I don't know. It's not like the mods are that cool. It's not like they help that much. I think they're pretty lame. I might just do it without them. It's not worth it anyways. I don't know. As a real media nerd, I eat that shit up. I can never 100% games. I just do what I can. Yeah, I mean, it's really big. The thing is, right, with Persona 5, it was easy for me to do it because I had played the entire game in, I think, about 2 weeks. I'd wake up and then I'd play Persona 5 and then I'd go to sleep. And then I'd wake up and I'd play Persona 5 and then I'd go to sleep. I'd wake up at 10, I'd go to sleep at 2 a.m. and then I'd sleep for 8 hours. And then everything I would do would be in context of Persona 5. And I beat the game. And then I was like, oh, I want to pick up the platinum. So I New Game Plused it and I skipped all the dialogue because I had just played the game. So that shrunk down on my time considerably. Oh, that was good. Just clicking around P5, I've gotten like 35 to 55. You get a lot. You're describing my life right now. It's a good game. It's a good game. Daigo-kun, you said you'd spring for the party at the arcade. Wow. He is making a lot of grown men very angry. I worry about him. So I'm sorry, this is Dojima's son? Dad's too busy for me right now, and I've got a lot of time to kill these days. Used to play with me all the time. If anyone from the family saw us, things would be bad for you, Master Daigo. Those spineless grunts don't have the balls to say anything to my face. If you're with me, there's no way the family would risk messing with you. Ah, it's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. But no, honestly, I'm more thinking the reason why I'm bringing Persona 4 mods, because I like just started, so I could just restart like now. Like I'm on day 5 of Persona 4 Golden. I could just not do it. The issue, right? Let me pull this up. Let me pull up my sticky note here. Daigo being a child is really funny. Why? I assume he's an adult in the other games, that's why. Alright, so this is what I got. Oh nope, wrong one. So this right here is my thing to make sure that I can 100% the game. This is never something you should have while playing a video game. This is terrible. I don't know, your task as a big cool Yakuza is to assist like a 10-year-old. Oh, that seems okay. So books get refreshed on these days. You need to beat the dungeon pre-May 29th. June 11th, June 28th, June 15th, you need to go to your room, agree to a hangout on July 17th. Sorry, July 15th, July 17th. On August 10th, you need to accept a call. There's a summer festival on the 21st, you need to go with a girl. You need to go to the Aya restaurant 8 times to pick up a book about eating ramen. You need to go to Sozai Daigaku on a rainy day for the special croquette. I don't have it on here, but you need to, on a rainy day, you need to go to a vending machine and spin the roulette wheel, and you have a 50-50 chance of getting a capsule. For the Sea Guardian achievement, you must talk to the old man at the riverbank, get him to talk about the fishing hook. Sorry, no, sorry. No, that's not true. For the Sea Guardian achievement, you need to take a scooter on 3 long trips to unlock the beach, talk to the old man at the riverbank, talk to the old man again, catch the guardian, right? He wants you to catch the river guardian. You need to use the jewel beetle. You need to catch the jewel beetle at Tatsuhime Shrine, night only, to catch the river guardian when it rains, receive the deep sea rod, get a Genji beetle from the same shrine in order to catch the sea guardian. But you might be wondering, oh, how do you, I assume you just automatically have the fishing rod and you automatically have the net to catch the bug and catch the fish. That's not true. To get the bug, net, and to catch the fishing rod, you need to talk to the old man at the riverbank, talk to him about the fishing hook, talk to the boy at the shrine, Go to the shrine at night, find the lady who, by the Slink relationship box, talk to her until she asks you about the bug catching net. You get the bug catching net. You must attempt to deliver a bug catching net to the boy, and he will teach you how to catch bugs. Play the bug catching minigame at the shrine. You'll need it to catch a Tatsuhime ladybug, which you give to the boy, right? Oh, sorry. At night, you must go to the pub, which is the item shop during the day, and talk to the lady. And if she doesn't want to talk to you, you need to get a gem for her to speak to you, which you need to get from the dungeon. All right, and then you'll get a fish hook, and you can deliver it to the old man. And then when you load up the social links, there's a social link that changes every month, so it can't be written down consistently. So,
You're studying Persona like it's gonna get you a degree.
yeah, I think I know more about Persona 4 than I do about accounting at this rate. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Weirdly enough, the mods barely help with it. So, I might just not do them. Because the vibe with the mods is so much different and worse. I'd show you, but then it would dox my real name because I used it. It feels weird when I play a Persona game and it's not my real name because it's so me. I don't want them to call me like Jacob. You know what I mean? It's weird. I don't like that. And like, you know, I get Muubody, but like that's not a last name. What's the last name to Muubody? Muubody? I've done that before. It feels very silly because they end up calling you, "What's up, Body-kun?" Like, whoa, that's weird. I gotta put my name in there somewhere. I'm totally hooked on it. Oh, do I gotta... Listen, I'm really good at one of these. As long as you don't want the fat-ass fucking bird, then I'll be good. It's really funny finding out Joker's name is canonically Ren. I was like, oh wait, that's me. True. I know. It's either Ren or it's Akira or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people are like really insistent on one. Like, I think Ren is easier for me. Oh wait, no. I don't know. Ren is cool, but it's like Amamiya, and then the other one is Akira Kurusu. I like Ren more than Akira, but I like Kurusu more than Amamiya. Amamiya. What am I catching? This was the easiest fucking claw machine of my life. As long as he didn't want the red one. I'll catch the red one, just to be safe. Oh wait, is it gonna touch the other red one? Uh-oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, actually, you know what, that checks out. But we should be fine. But no, I'm a big fan of Persona. I don't know if I'm gonna buy Persona 4 Reload though. It's gonna cost a lot of money, and I actually enjoyed Persona 4 Golden. Because the reason I didn't get, what was it? The reason I bought Persona 3 Reload was because I dropped. I dropped Persona 3 Fest. Maybe time to call it a day again. We're just getting started. Let's go somewhere else. Not a kiddie place like this. Where am I taking you? Chuck E. Cheese? Sky Zone? Japan have Sky Zone? I didn't know that you were meant to put a real last name though, so I just went with an initial. Eskun. Yeah, it's silly. Asia? The bikini bar? I'm not taking you to the bikini bar or the telephone club. Plenty of bills. There's a lounge on Pink Street. We'll see if they do version drinks, I guess. I really can't help you there, other guests. Uh-oh. But even if you were the Prime Minister's son, I'm still not allowed to let kids in. You want to mess with? Do you want to do business in this town? You better remember my name, Daigo Dojima. This guy's a little fucking monster. This guy's a little fucking monster. Let's make some oolong tea with soda. How about some girls? Yeah, it's a karaoke lounge. Why can't they let kids in the karaoke lounge? Oh my god. Don't say it. Oh, this makes me, Is it mean to say that she's ugly? It feels mean to say that she's really ugly. I don't know. It's weird that it looks like a grandma and then like a little boy, and it's so odd. Why don't you get lost? You said your little brother's in elementary school. Don't you mean your son? Dude, poor lady. I know you would never. The Daigo Dojima I know would never take pleasure in mocking a woman. What's wrong with you? He's got no friends because he's rich. When you think about it, you know, rich people have problems too. It's so hard to be rich. You know, it's easier to be poor than it is to be rich when you think about it. You know, rich people face more hardships than poor people do. Okay. Time to stop mocking the idea of the story. I mean, they're right to an extent. Oh, he's getting kidnapped. I mean, he's right to an extent. Especially with children and with adults, up to a point, right? A difference in finances can really keep things, especially if you're like comically rich, it can be hard to find people to trust. And you're meant to develop that sense as a child, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how the fuck you would do that. Considering how I'm not rich and I failed to develop that sense as a child, that might just be a me problem though. Are these just the people from earlier? Because it looks a lot like these are just the people from earlier. And it looks a lot like Kiryu's just watching as fucking Daigo Dojima got kidnapped. Oh my god. All the way in here? All the way to the champion district? You don't have no fucking soul? Jesus. But no, I imagine it could be rough. The problem is that the kid's an annoying little squirt, so... Alright, there we go. Hey, stop beating up a child. It's very odd.
Oi.
Oi. What's wrong with you guys? 3-on-1 against a child?
Huh?
I don't know, depending on the kid. What are you gonna do? Fight me with a knife? Somehow, I doubt that's gonna happen. Oh. Alright, well that guy over there has a, well, I picked up something to use against him. The issue is that I don't know what it was. I don't have it anymore. Alright, whatever. I'll kill you. Better get rid of the guy with the knife. A lot of variables. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Fuck. We're fine. Oh, it's been a while. Dodge. Ooh, that was kind of gangster. Yeah, that was kind of sick. That was kind of metal as hell. You. Oh my god, it was the people from before the whole time? Wait, these guys, you were the kids hanging around Master Daigo. They did try to kill you. And if they did, they'd never raise a finger against the Prince of Dojima now that we know who they are. I won't kill them, but I'll make sure they never walk again. They only hang around me to mooch off me like mosquitoes. They're scum that suck up to an elementary school kid and then jump them when they get pissed. He's so right. Like, I understand that he's meant to be like... He's meant to be kind of annoying, but he's so right. When they had their masks on, they had the... Oh my god. It's hard for me to read and like fuck up words because then I'm like, well, fuck, I just shouldn't be reading. You should be glad I'm not gonna kill you.
Huh?
What the fuck? He's so right. What do you mean? When they had their masks on, they were fully willing to beat the shit out of a child. And now that the tables have turned, suddenly it's like totally fine and okay. I'd rather face the consequences than watch you go down a path you can't come back from. This will be one. What are you gonna do? Beat his ass? Why'd you do that? Ah, yes. They only have so much time allotted per sub-story, and they remembered that they needed to wrap it up. It feels like this is like a TV show. You know, like a cartoon that's like 20 minutes long, and they have like a thing every time. They need a moral. Kiryu-san. Sir! Wow. I wonder if this guy comes back in like the future games. I imagine he must. There's no way he doesn't. He's like the son of Dojima. Well, I don't know if the Dojimas come back, considering how I don't know anything else about the video game series. Oh my god, my business is in trouble. Should have known this was happening. Alright, what's the move here? In terms of logistics, what's the move here? Alright, Theater Square Alley. I can take the car up to Shichifuku Street. Which way's better? Both are like equally pretty far. Oh, okay, well I'm stuck in a small, I'm stuck in an empty lot. Later. But no, I've been, I don't know. I thought I was into Star Wars for like a solid 2 days, which is kind of a bummer because I'm not into Star Wars anymore. I was really into it for about maybe 48 hours after finishing Andor, and then I watched Rogue One, and now I'm no longer into Star Wars, which sucks. It's just Rogue One, I think, was really bad. Which is weird because I'm kind of self-conscious about my Letterboxd reviews now. Because I'm like, well, what if I don't know what I'm talking about? You know, what if I don't know what I'm talking about? What if I'm just having like a really off couple weeks and I'm rating things really weird? And then I thought about it, and well, assuming I rate things for a longer time than just like a couple months, it'll all level out in the end. Furthermore, from what I've seen, there are people on Letterboxd that have rated so many fucking movies that at a point they just give up on the rating system, and they just do like a like and a don't like, which is fair. Pardon me, everybody. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You gotta remember that media enjoyment is subjective. It's true, but it's hard when I see so many people gas up a movie that I think is ass. Or when actually it's exclusively that. Well, that's not true. When so many people gas a movie I think is really, or gas down a movie I think is bad or good. Like with Ballerina for John Wick. Spoilers, but like all John Wick movies, the characters are a little underbaked in terms of serving the overall like fighting, you know, which is just how it is. You know, it's a John Wick movie. I think you go into that with those expectations, but I'm gonna be honest, did not bother me in the slightest. Did not bother me in the slightest. I had a pretty good time with the movie. I'm a really big fan. I think Ballerina's great. I think it's visually more interesting than any of the John Wick films so far. I think John Wick as a series really picked up steam on its third one, and Ballerina kind of follows that trend in terms of interesting fights and fun things that they do. As it stands, though, I rated it higher than everyone else. It's like people say it's like a 7 out of 10, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's like an 8, maybe a 9, maybe a 9. It's an 8 and a like, that's for damn sure. I don't know, but maybe I'm washed. I don't know how to rate movies anymore. I'm just a chump. Is this really only 30 million? Damn, I'm not good at what I do. Is this 30 million? This is also 30 million. Alright, this way. Alright, now I have all the 30 millions. No, that's not true. There's a couple. What the fuck? I guess I was just so poor as Kiryu, I never got around to these ones. Alright, but I need about 300 million. Oh, I think we've hit it. I think we've hit the PG-13 limit, because now the only side quests I can do are at the Telltale Boys Club. And the Telltale Boys Club is a little, well, it's not PG-13 to say the least. Get out of my way. What are you gonna do? Walk after me? You're drunk. You don't even know. You don't even know how. You couldn't do it if you wanted to. What you do? But no, and then I watched Dune Part 1, and I didn't have a good time watching that either. And so now I'm just like a freak. Now I'm just like, I watched Andor one time, and I hate all sci-fi. Alright, let's go in. I kind of want my money. Can we speed this up? Can we speed this up? I'd like my money, please. Just like a little bit. You know, it doesn't need to be all of it, but it needs to be, oh shit. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. He made a lot of money through gambling, but he got out the Yakuza business while he was ahead. And these days, he's turned his gambling hobby into operating casino halls. The Leisure King was nothing compared to him. The Gambling King is easily the top echelon in terms of wealth and ability. Well, it is pretty expensive, so I get it. Oh shit. Who's the Gambling King? That's him? Listen, man, I don't want to be really mean, but your hair does not look good. You need to dye it another color, or maybe back to your original color. I'm not a dyed hair expert. I'll be the first to admit I am actually lacking hair right now because I got a buzz cut recently. However, it doesn't look good. Alright? Not to be disrespectful, but you look like ass. Spin. Spin. Spin, Kiryu. Spin! This is like when Superman flies and spins the earth, and then time speeds up and slows down and stuff. It goes backwards. No wonder he's so good at disco. Look at him go. Come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. Do it. What does this guy have here to talk about? Upgrade my interior. Let's make it an urban gray. This does not look as cool as the red one. I'll say it. When people think a movie that I like is bad, they're wrong and very subjective. But when people think a movie is good and I think I'm bad, I'm objectively correct. It's true! It's so true and real. If you like Star Wars Rogue One, you have bad taste. And if you like Dune Part 1, then you have good taste, but I need you to watch it again and then dislike it. And then, yeah, that seems about right. That seems about right. I think I'm on it. You know, because at least I understand that as long as I have like real, what is it? There's a donkey quote about game journalism where it's like, you know, the enjoyment of games is subjective. You need to build your case using objective facts that everyone can agree on, and that is what lends you credibility. And like, God, that is so true. That is so true, bestie. Donkey obviously being my bestie, we're best friends. I know him. Alright, I hope this doesn't fuck me in the ass. You know, and so as long as I'm citing actual and real things about the movie, I think I'm fine, but still, it gets to me. I haven't seen Dune, but it doesn't seem appealing to me. Personally, I saw I saw the David Lynch Dune. That was my first Dune. My dad saw that the Dune Part 1 or Dune Part 2 was coming out. And he was like, let's go watch the David Lynch Dune. Because that's the Dune that he likes. And so I saw it, and I'm going to be honest, I enjoyed it. And my dad is a big fan of the book Dune. And so I have some knowledge of the book Dune, and I've seen David Lynch's Dune. And what this does is make Dune Part 1 ass. It makes it so boring and so lame. And so essentially, right, what Dune Part 1 does is it builds a lot of the world and of the systems of Dune Part 2. It's essentially, forgive me for not being PG-13, it's kind of like a movie that edges you, you know? And it's like, oh yeah, you're learning about all this stuff and it's really cool and you're having a good time. You're like, oh my god, this shit's crazy. But if you've already come and you already know, like, the process, then suddenly it's not as interesting or good anymore. The movie loses its value. And in coming back to Dune 1 with the knowledge of Dune 2 and of the other Dune books, suddenly it loses value and becomes inherently less interesting. And as you are bored, as they say, dialogue that you've already learned, because there's a lot of exposition in Dune 1, you can further pick out criticisms, you know? And that's what I did. I think I rewatched it again. I'd put it at 6 out of 10. That's being generous. It was kind of boring. However, I don't change my edits after the night. There, we got you. What's up, Count Doogie Dude? Welcome back to the stream. My apologies for being particularly vulgar. How are you doing? I hope you had a good weekend. All I gotta do is dodge him. Oh yeah, I'm gonna evade. I'm gonna evade for a million seconds. However, if you don't know that much about Dune, I would definitely recommend Dune Part 1. I think it's pretty good outside of the context that I just described. Okay, well, as long as I'm dodging. I'm locking in because I really don't want to fucking get boofed again and have to do this. Losing 10 million sucks. He's almost there. He's gonna come after me one more time. Alright, we're good. Jesus. You're having a break tomorrow? That's pretty cool. From, like, school or the job, the work? Oh my god. I've ruined Kabu's business deal. This is so sad. But no. So, I'm surprised with Dune 1. It's so weird because it makes me look like a Neanderthal. I'm sorry. I like watching movies now. Being able to rate movies and keep track of the ones I've seen has inspired me so much. It has. I don't know. I don't know what about it. But it makes me look like a fucking Neanderthal. I don't fuck with Rogue One. I don't fuck with Dune. And I fuck with Ballerina. Like, come on now. Just these ones make me look like an ape. Ooh, too much. This movie just is bad. Too much talking and then more fighting. Because I don't know what it is, right? But a lot of times Star Wars and Dune will rely on visual mediums for interest in something cool. Shoving the enemy? Oh. But CGI just doesn't impress me. You know, it's a lot. John Wick, I think, is a lot cooler because of how dynamic it is than, like, oh my god, that's a really big spaceship that they made in computer graphics. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Disney just doesn't impress me. Yeah, neither. No offense to Dune. You know, it looks cool, I guess, but like, you know, it's not that swag. How much money I got? I can do it 2 times. Me writing the wrong word is thanks to the American education. Oh, amen, brother. I really like vlogging movies. It's fun. I think it's fun and helps me keep track because I couldn't recall all the movies I know I've seen off rip. I just couldn't do it. It's not possible. However, with Letterbox, it gives me like an idea of the movies I've seen. 100 million. Is he gonna fucking? He's gonna fucking stab me. I'm gonna get fucking stabbed. What the fuck? Oh my god, I think it's over for me. It took me like, what, 3 tries? It looks like the is that a fucking gun? Fuck! He has a fucking gun! Are we fucking for real? What? What? What the fuck? What the fuck? This is fucking insane! Jesus.
Oi.
Oh, Kabu paid for it. He got angry.
Nani?
Do I gotta beat his ass? Was I meant to lose? Exploit a gap in the enemy's defenses to unleash a combo attack. Press Y near a frightened enemy. Oh my god, I didn't have to win against the fucking, the gun guy. Well, that's nice and convenient. So, like, more things that have animatronics is something like seeing you in movies, cowboy. Where are the triads? I don't know where the triad is, but the Chinese mafia is in this game. I just haven't been doing the main story recently. I haven't logged every movie I've seen because that's not, yeah, I'm only logging movies that like I watch from now on. Reason being is because I feel like I get the best because I don't want to like rate things just from memory, you know, because I feel like the rating provides an insight into me and how I watched it. Let's make YouTube chat bigger. Provides a window into how I watched it and stuff. And I just can't, that doesn't really make sense to do otherwise. Theoretically, I could just add them and then not rate them, but I don't know. It feels cool to keep like a living diary of all the movies I've seen from this point onwards. So things like Jabba the Hutt. Why am I not seeing Count Dooku's messages? That's weird. That's peculiar. Die! Okay, well, I'm struggling here. They're beating the shit out of me. Okay, hold on. Alright, where's Kabu? So let's kill him first. What the fuck is this guy doing? Ow! It's easier to kill Kabu than it is for anyone else, so we'll start with him. There's Abe. That's Hashimoto. So Abe is the guy in the white, and he's significantly harder to take down. No, Abe is the guy in the red. So this is Hashimoto. Jesus. Oi, listen, man. Fighting 2 people with Rush is harder than I'd like it to be. Because every time I turn around to deal with one, the second guy already comes out and is like, actually, I'm gonna do my grabbing attack. There we go. Like, look at this shit. Look at them. They're doing WWE moves on me. I'm just minding my own fucking business. Alright, we're gonna break from this, and then we're still gonna get fucking hit. And then I'm gonna have to charge up again. I've been banned from the chat. That is not true, Count Dooku. I think it was a, I don't know. Maybe it saw Jabba the Hutt and went, actually, I don't know. I don't really vibe with that. Alright. But we're having a letterbox does incentivize me to watch more movies. And to pay attention during. Well, that's not true. That's not true. It doesn't incentivize. The only thing that incentivizes me to pay attention during a movie is if it's in a theater. which is kind of skewing my movie watchingness. Because if a movie's bad, I'm just gonna turn it off, unless I've like paid for it and I'm in a theater, right? Because I don't want to leave, I don't want to waste my money. But I'm not rich enough to like buy a shit ton of movie theater tickets. So there are not a lot of movies that I'm watching that I watch all the way if they're like really bad and boring. You know? Because if it's a boring movie that I don't want to watch, I'm just gonna turn it the fuck off. Stop touching me. And he's back up. Well, this guy's close to death, so as long as I get rid of him... Again, fucking look at this ape. Look at this little monkey boy. Bye. Do you like practical movie effects? I do like practical movie effects. I know in the original Dune, by David Lynch, the original movie, not the original book, they use miniature models, and I think that's really cool. I know in John Wick they use a lot of VFX for what they did, specifically in Ballerina. If you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. I can't imagine they did that shit in real life. But if it looks swag, if it has a swag factor to it, you know? And I just don't think that Star Wars really has that swag. Neither does Dune. Like, it's cool, but like, I need a little bit more. And oftentimes it uses visual effects as a replacement for substantial storytelling. And in a movie series like John Wick, I think that works. But in a movie series like Star Wars, it just doesn't impress me. Okay? Giving a minute or two to your VFX team is inherently to me less interesting than having the actor do shit and then putting VFX on top of it. If you ever want to do a movie night, hashtag let me know. I'm interested in that. It's just the last time I think I did a movie night, it was just me and Kenta. But you know, people have been bringing it up. It might be the move to do a movie night. I have many a movie to recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to actually recommend good movies. Because I think fuck, I watched Cat in the Hat a while back. And that movie was ass. That movie sucks. Same with The Martian. I watched The Martian with my friends in like a Discord group chat. And that movie is so long. And I think, because the thing is, right, watching a movie with friends inherently alters the movie experience when you watch it alone. It can either enhance or negatively impact the movie. Like The Martian, I think it's a boring movie. And I think it's too long. Personally, I say I'm a favorite of movies being shorter, but I like movies that are well-paced and don't take like super long. The Ballerina, for instance, the John Wick spinoff that I keep talking about, that movie is a little too short, I think. The characters are really underbaked. It feels like it could have used more time in the writer's room. It could have needed more time to flesh out the characters. When I think of the main actor, when I think of the main character, I think of the actor Ana de Armas. I don't think of the character's name. And I think that's a little, you know, it's... I think of the actress's name rather than the character's name. I think that's problematic. However, I feel like a lot of movies are long just for the sake of being long, and they don't use their time very well. Dune Part 1, for instance, very slow movie, which is fine. I think it intentionally takes that time. But fuck, if you're not fucking with Dune, it feels like a prison. It feels like you're trapped in your chair. They got the fucking restraints on you. I don't know. But it definitely impacts the viewing experience to watch it. Like, I have a more positive view on movies that I've seen with my father. Specifically Ballerina and Trap. The movie by M. Night Shyamalan. I'm a really big fan of that movie. I think it's great. I think it's hype. Now, it could just be a really good movie. But also, I think watching with my dad helps. So, these things change. They're fine. I don't think everything here is S rank. Yeah. Last movie I saw was Flubber. Good movie. Good movie. I liked Flubber as a kid. I've only ever seen it as a child, so I liked Flubber. It's been a while though. If we're being honest, it's been a little bit since Flubber for me. I didn't hate it though. I like Trap. It was fun. I like Trap. I saw Dust Till Dawn. Well, tell me who you would get. Who would get a lot of clones? Who you would get a lot of clones? I would clone myself, and then I'd have one get my degree, and I'd have them all like do really good things, and then I'd make money. Is Dust to Dawn good? I'm afraid I haven't heard that movie. I don't know that movie. I'm not a worldly movie guy. What the fuck? What the fuck? Come on, Automod. What the fuck is the point of like Twitch Automod if shit can get through? I don't care how many fucking diacritics they put in the fucking name. If it says best viewers, it says best viewers. Alright, what the what do you think? Does he think this is a joke? Oh fuck, wait, I probably should have bought something. I don't want to drink, I just want something. It's a Quentin Tarantino movie. I hear good things about him as a director. Personally, I remember trying to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I just didn't really, it didn't pull me into it, which is a shame. But you know, I hear good things about him as a filmmaker. I want to rewatch Bullet Train. I fuck with Brad Pitt. I know that he doesn't fuck with his kids, and that's problematic, but I like him as an actor. Alright, I need to go and get food because my mom texted me at the start of stream, and she asked what I wanted to eat, and then I said Wendy's nuggets. So I'll be right back. I'll let Subway Surfers entertain you. Quentin Tarantino's a weird as hell person, but his movies are decent. I heard Pulp Fiction is really good, and I heard he has a foot fetish, which I don't have a big problem with as long as it's not to children. Shout out Dan Snyder. Back and with food I never thought I would get. Sorry, wrong guy. Quentin Tarantino stars in Dust Till Dawn. What's up, Kenta? Thank you very much for redeeming Pikmin. I'm afraid that I didn't catch it because I was away. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, some of the Pikmin are new. Some of the Pikmin are. I've added some of the Pikmin I'm working on. They're all common right now. Not all of them have been added, but they're in there. They're in the system. Not all of them are in the system. Add them all, and then I'm gonna sort them into tiers. So I haven't taken away any of the old ones. However, all of the new ones are common. So if you're gonna get any of them, yeah. Kenta is gently lifting a common Pikmin. I like that one. There's also one that is unfinished. So if you catch that one. Oh, you got the lifting one again? That one's fun. There's like, maybe 10, I think. 10 new ones. But they're all common, so you should see them at some point. Alright, I'm back, and with food I did not ask for. Apparently my sister got barbecue nuggets, but she didn't want barbecue nuggets. So, I'll have barbecue nuggets now. More than 5? Okay. Okay, so right now, I'm still trying to do the business mini game before I go to Sotenborg. A problem is, right, if you'll take a look, no more exclamation marks on the screen other than Telltale Boys Club. However, that is not a PG-13 game, right? So what's my solution to such a thing? I'm gonna put fucking Subway Surfers over it. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put Subway Surfers over it, and we're just gonna do it. Robert Rodriguez. These nuggets are mediocre at best. Shout out Wendy's. Every time you click on the stream, every time you click on the screen, it's like, ooga. Excuse me, everybody. I'm on my way to pray to my guardian deity. That's an idea. Money Magnet 20. Yippee. I'm afraid I don't know Japanese poker. I'm sorry. Alright, so this is going to be a little weird. It's going to be a little scuffed, but we're going to make it happen. Alright, hey. Hey, what's up, Kento? Why did it just say, oh my god, Japanese Joker? Oh, I thought it was Japanese poker. Alright, so, alright, we're gonna play a little bit of Telltale Boys Club, and we're gonna see how this goes. I'm not done adding the Pikmin yet. I'll do that when that happens. The clown? The clown is not Japanese Joker, bro. To be honest, it's a mistake that the Pikmin are even enabled in the first place. But I don't really feel like I'm doing it. I did it while sick, and then I forgot. So I need to finish, I need to do all the Pikmin, and then I'll add them, and then I'll do the event. So I'm afraid you'll have to hold on. I'm sorry, Kenta. I asked her if she works, by the way, so I'll feed you guys pickup lines. Fuck. If someone asks you if someone asks you what you do for work, do not say your name is Riku Ehara. Tell women that they seem nice. When people ask you what sport is your favorite, in Japan, say baseball. Super family friendly and Christian stream, you're damn right it is. Unless you speak Japanese, this is a very family friendly stream right now. The thing is, there are approximately 7 sub-stories, all through Telltale Boys
そう
Club.
だな
You get one. There are 9 total endings for the Telltale Boys Club minigame. For 3 of them, there's only one sub-story. You only get to unlock one, and that's where they ghost you. However, there are 6 other, I guess, endings where you actually get like a sub-story for it. So that is what we are aiming for. Alright, I'm kind of eating shit right now. Listen, the minigame is harder than you think. Trust. The minigame is harder than you think. Trust. You can't see it, but this is like impossible. What the fuck? I can't do it. It's not possible. Oh, fucking finally. Oh my god, Jesus. You're amazing with Subway Surfers. Thank you, thank you.
そうだな
Yeah, it's weird that they just put in Subway Surfers for Yakuza 0, but it is how it is, I guess, right? As long as they get the licensing for it, you know?
どんな顔をしてい
Doesn't
る
matter particularly much.
どんな顔が好きなのかしら。最近よくテレビに出てるアイドルに似てるって言われるかな。怖くなきゃっていう
It's so odd, like,
あなたを
despite Japan and English not really having any similar roots,
そうだな
some Japanese words I think are just English. Like when they say idol, it's idolu, and like that's chill, but like how does that even happen? Is the name idol specifically Japanese or English, and they just took the word from each other? Because there's no way they both came to idol, and one's idolu and the other's not.
いやだね
Fuck.
いや
It's impossible. I can't do this. This minigame is too hard. Nah, we're fine.
緊張してるか
Japanese people take from English? Like idol?
かわいい
Why would they take the word idol from
そう
English?
だな
もっともっ
俺たち気が合うな
How to get a girl get on the dance floor and dance with them and slowly work for it?
何をすれば今から
I don't know how, man.
合わないか
Cannot help you with that.
ようやく会えるのね私の体もうこんなに熱くなってる責任取ってよ
Alright, let's get this dub.
お楽しみあとはね
I just screwed the minigame, so the sub-story should happen now. We did it! Yippee!
あ
Sakurako.
あ
Purple outfit and brown hair. I don't know, but English words have their own way of writing. Like, it's just a whole another way of writing. In Japanese. Yeah. It is pretty different in Japanese. I don't know, it seemed a little odd. If I can be for real, it just, you know, it was weird. It didn't make much sense. Alright. So I'm pretty sure if the girl has the term, the root word Sakura in her name, it's a scam. I think that's how it goes. I can't be sure, but I'm pretty confident. So all of this is about a small-time thief? No. Kiryu hasn't done anything wrong. I don't think I explained myself very well. English and Japan have entirely different systems of writing. It's difficult for Japan to just to come to the same word as English. So sometimes they take words from English. I think that's what you mean. Soccer road again. Womp womp. Womp womp. You know, there's like 3 different ways of writing in Japanese. No. I'm not Japanese. Why would I know that? It's time to go all the way back to the business, and we're gonna do that like 7 more times. Hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Yeah, I'm kind of a Japan expert. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really get it. I don't know how you have 3 different ways of writing, but real. But he's in the Yakuza? He's like a good Yakuza guy. He never stole anything. He just beat out the shit. He just beat the shit out of poor people. And that's not a crime in Japan. That's totally illegal. But he got framed for murder. And now his Yakuza is 0. Yeah. You use katakana for the English stuff? No, you use romaji for the English stuff. Everybody knows that. I think I fucked that, which isn't ideal. I got you. Smartest Japanese man, me, gets another one of my haters. This white man speaks impeccable Japanese to local Japanese restaurants, and they are stunned to give him free food. Alright. Kind of the goat. Amateur professor speaks in perfect Gen Z slang. Confuses entire classroom. Alright, let me throw away all the shit I accumulated. Haven't been using Duolingo lately. You need to hop back on Duolingo. The only person stopping you is yourself. You know what love about YouTubers? You know what love about YouTubers? How stupid some of the things they do? What are the stupid things you're talking about, Count Dooku dude? The thing I love about you is how sometimes you'll chat and you'll just miss words. My favorite thing about you is that sometimes you'll type and I just don't know what you're saying. YouTubers do some silly things, like asking their audience to like and subscribe. If you're enjoying the stream and you haven't already followed on Twitch or maybe subscribed on YouTube, I would really appreciate it. It lets me know that you like it when I put Subway Surfers on the screen for 5 minutes at a time. And it'll inspire me to do more in the future. And also give me just all of your money. If you have a Twitch Prime, if you have an Amazon Prime account on Twitch, and you linked it to your Twitch, you can Twitch Prime for free. That would be really cool. And if you're going to college, your parents have a college fund. Find it and then donate it to me. Thank you. I appreciate you. In the way that manipulates you into liking me more. All right, there we go. Sorry, I'm a YouTuber. I had to do it. You know what I mean? The entire purpose of katakana is the transcribed sounds, including borrowed listen, I'm busy talking to girls. I don't have time to talk to you. Including borrowed vocabulary. Consequently, you see English words borrowed into Japanese written out in katakana. Suck my dick, I was right. You gaslit me so hard. All I know is that romaji is how you write in English that does the Japan sounds. That's all I know. Alright. Isn't Duolingo gonna be run by AI? I think it's already run by AI. I think they fired all their human workers and now they just have a robot doing it. They got ChatGPT on the horn and go, hey ChatGPT, what does Ohio gozaimasu mean? And it's like, yeah, so I think that's what's going on. Pro tip, if you're talking to a woman, don't ask her if she's a drag queen. She'll be very offended.
最近ちょっとブラがきつくなってきちゃって新しいの買わなくちゃ私何言ってるんだろうもう変なこと聞かない
I figured that the sounds of 3 different audio tracks would be a little bit much, so I'm gonna take out the Subway Surfers. Pro tip, this guy has a Discord and it's fun. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. Every time I go, hey, I'm having severe medical issues and I can't stream because I'm in intense pain, I tell everybody in the Discord about it. So it's pretty fun. But no, I would like to learn another language, but I need a beautiful woman who speaks that language. You know what I mean? You know? Well, I do just need someone who can speak the language so I can speak to them. I think because that's how you learn languages more effectively. You use it in daily life. And the problem is that I live in America. Do you like mice? My apologies, you guys can't see the screen. Brother didn't fully learn Spanish and he's already thinking of a 3rd language. I know so much Spanish. Aeropuerto. Alright, pal. But no, I would, I don't know. I'd like to learn another language. It'd be cool. The problem is that everybody here speaks English exclusively. Furthermore, with the further polarization of politics in the, in the American culture, it's harder and harder to find people that speak Spanish, especially as you know, they're being targeted by ICE to be fucking deported. So it's a little hard. So it's a little hard to find some Spanish speakers, especially where I live. But you know, maybe one day I'll find it. Huh? Baseball. I love baseball. If women ask you your favorite sport in Japan, you gotta say baseball. If you don't say baseball, they'll kill you. I'm not a fan of this fucking telephone minigame. This shit's too hard. There we go. Say dick in Spanish and I'll believe you. Onchin-chin. So I'm not gonna use Duolingo to learn a language? Yeah, I wouldn't. I know Babbel had a big marketing push, but I don't know if they use AI or not. That was Japanese. I'm multilingual. It's hard for me. I speak so many languages, it's difficult for me to keep track of which one is which. What can I say? I'm a cultured, worldly guy. Are we done now? Alright, now I can take media source off the screen, as well as exposition. Love! But yeah. If they had a language learning app that did not use AI, hot red outfit, then I'd be interested in using it, but I also don't like paying for things. You know, if it doesn't have a student discount, I'm incredibly unlikely to pay it. Shout out YouTube Premium, which does have a student discount and comes with a music app. It is less swag than Spotify or Apple Music. Oh my god, she's actually there.
いや
Uh-oh. So you're gonna play Hitman? I wanted to play Hitman, but a lot of it's DLC. A lot of the DLC, like the payment structure of Hitman is really bad. So, all right, listen. I know that there's actually content happening here, but we'll have to hold for a minute as I pull up Hitman, because I do own Hitman. That's part of the issue, right? Store page. Let me actually message a friend. Are you free for movie? Okay. Let's uncaps lock. Let's do this. Let's pull up main monitor. The thing is, I bought Hitman World of Assassination. It was 30 bucks. Or yeah, I have World of Assassination Part 1, but I didn't buy World of Assassination or the deluxe edition. And apparently, these don't help you. This is an art pack. This is just, I think this comes with like a dungeon or something. But this is like mostly negative. It's really confusing. What do we got here? The DLC packs are unclear. Despite buying an upgrade pack, it does not unlock the levels in the game. Alright. You don't even know what you bought with it. You're gonna play New York and Haven Island, bought with the Hitman World of Assassination Standard Edition. Yeah. I don't think you get all of this. So, the DLC is really misleading. And that's really bad. And so I got this on sale, but I'm never gonna buy any more Hitman products. You know, the way that they're doing things is really scummy and shady, and it feels a lot like they're trying to gouge a lot out of beginning Hitman fans, and I think that's disgusting. Sayuri's mom. Oh no, don't actually say that. Oh, that's her. Same studio who made this game made a really bad game. I believe you. It's me, Sayuri. I told you to call me Sayu-chan. She's so old. I was taught I'm no older than, say, an older sister to you. We're not that far apart. Kiryu's like 20. What the fuck are these? Kiryu! Kiryu, get back to me! Kiryu, get back to me, man! Kiryu! Kiryu! Oh my god, Kiryu! Oh my god, Kiryu, are you okay? I can't fucking believe it. Yeah. Oh, Kiryu had sex with an old woman. I can't believe it. Yeah. Damn, poor guy. What's up, K-Knight? Not that old women aren't cool and swag, because they are. Sorry, I need to reverse pander really quickly. Really need to reverse pander. I don't want to lose my over 60 female audience. They're a big part of my demographic. They're a really big part of my demo. Yeah, welcome back to the stream, K-Knight. You come at a weird time, but it's good to have you. I'm still doing the real estate business bit for Kiryu, but I ran out of side quests. So now I'm doing Telltale Boys Club, but I can't do that and keep the stream PG-13, so I'm putting Subway Surfers over it, doing the minigame, and then undoing Subway Surfers. Thanks, I guess. No, it's weird timing. This is a weird stream. It's just weird. It's odd. I have $1 billion. That's pretty cool. Money battle. Shintonyo-da. Alright, let's go. 35%. We're slowly growing. We're almost done. We're almost done. All I gotta do is literally all of this and more. Which doesn't feel like almost done when you really think about it, but it is how it is. I'm not hiring the Mafia boss for this. The Mafia boss is too strong. He's too swag to spend on something like this. It's like whipping out a nuke on, I don't know, what's a country that's not very threatening? Malaysia. Like, you would never nuke Malaysia. You would never put the mob boss on, I don't remember, the Leisure King's territory. Jarin, no. Alright, let's get the Electronics King. Let's get the Mafia boss. Stores. Michael Johnson. I think everything's S rank here. Alright, a lot of money. Things are going well. But no, we were just talking, I think we were just talking about Hitman. Now, the way that Hitman has its game purchases set up on Steam is really predatory. Which is kind of disgusting. Me watching someone playing a game that I don't know shit about but still enjoying it because of streamer. Yes! Yes! That's the dream! That's the dream! Alright. Yes! Yes! I'm trying my best. You gotta believe me. I'm a little ill. I've been out of commish for like 2 days, but it's felt like an eternity. Alright, but we're getting back. I'm warming back up. Alright, so now I can fight, I can unlock all the stuff. So I have 2 options in front of me. I can duel the guy in Tenkaichi Alley, or I can put Subway Surfers back on screen. So I'm gonna go to Tenkaichi Alley. No shade to Subway Surfers, I think it's really swag, but we're gonna go Tenkaichi Alley. If you're gonna be a mob boss, you gotta have friends in powerful places. That's true. That's it. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know what else I would say. Attention span test. Yay! It's an attention span enhancer. Alright, because the other alternative is if it's just a black screen. I don't want that to happen. Hey! Stop doing that. I can't stop you, but you should stop.
Hey, boy!
You ready to learn my moves? These are the moves I can teach you, boy. What can I do when backed up against a wall? Having your back up against a wall is just like getting cornered in boxing. I've only seen boxing on TV. Oh wait, I've only seen boxing on TV. If you get cornered, your opponent has the upper hand. You need something special to turn the tables. The move I'm going to teach you wouldn't fly in the ring, but it's incredibly powerful in the street fight. It takes advantage of having a wall at your back. You evade a kick at the last moment, and then follow through for a game-changing blow. I call it the Bone Cruncher. What the fuck? The Bone Cruncher? Bacchus sounds like my grandfather that only spoke Spanish.
No.
When is Kiryu gonna be in Yakuza 1? When I finished Yakuza 0, silly goose. Not the ball cruncher. Listen, we can't make jokes about balls. Only a few days ago, my balls were the ones being crunched. Oh no! What are you gonna do to me? I think I'm gonna crush. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of fights in this game, it's been like, oh yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that would probably hurt. But the bone cruncher might be the only one where I'm actively witnessing it and I feel like I'm being hurt. Ah! Don't touch me. I can't. I keep pressing Y. I gotta face him. Oh shit, my bad. It's okay. My balls turned out to be safe. It turned out to be a different issue. I was just horsing around. Although I did have fear. Listen, there is nothing scarier as a man than having one of your balls hurt. All right, let's just keep this for real. I don't think there's anything scarier. All right, because that's like a sacred place. You know what I mean? That's a place where ideally nothing terrible would happen. Stop hitting me! It hurts. Have you considered nonviolence? What about a job application? I don't think a job application is a sacred place. A job application, I'd go so far as to be the unsacredest of places. Alright, I've lied on every fucking job application I've ever made. And it's worked, because I got the job. So, you know, I lie on all of them. No, it's really scary. Oh yeah, it is. yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm not scared of the job application. I'm scared of the interview. Because I'm scared they're going to ask me about, like, my moderate fluency in Spanish. You know what I mean? I'm terrified they're going to ask me about that. Because I don't want them to be like, you know, como estás, aeropuerto type shit. And then I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't want that to happen. I'm lucky a friend in college is trying to hire me. That's the thing, right? You have connections. I don't, because I'm a loser. It's hard to have friends because I don't have anything in common with the people at my college. I'm not in the same tax bracket as them. It's a little tough, you know? So when everyone's talking about how amazing their trips to Europe are and how they really found themselves, I'm just minding my own business. Fuck you! Yeah, get hit with the bicycle. The hitman casually watching you drinking. Hey, listen. Mysterious hitman it's a fair fight. Look at him. See? Oh no! I'm up against the wall! You dumbass. Never fucking speak to me or my son ever again. I like working but not working. Do you know what I mean? No. I like working out. I think you're taking this a bit far. That's even rougher on the edges than I showed you. You failed at your task. Don't ever show your face in front of us again. The task has been failed. It's over for you, mystery man. Fun fact, heat moves get weaker if you use the same one multiple times in a fight. Oh, there isn't much difference between me and the type of guy you hate. I only know how to solve problems through violence. I could end up like that guy one day. People are swayed by those around them. You may think your decisions are your own, but others leave their mark. It's true. It's true. I've already learned a lot of things about you, for example.
Yes.
Life is a precious thing. It isn't always easy, but we do what we can. What the fuck? Did you read this out of like a self-help book? Life isn't always easy. Okay, bub. I kind of listen. Okay, I kind of want. Hey! Don't talk to me. You don't have my consent. Mystery man. Mystery hitman. Pardon me, everybody. I need to go purchase something. I need to go purchase something. What's that something? It's a building. Alright, what are we looking at here? Mock Bowl I already have. Pocket Circuit Racing isn't on here yet. We're looking for number 8, which is the cat fight club? Maybe. No, this is the cat fight club. Money. No, it's over here, I think. Maybe it is this. Surely not. There we go. NY hot dog. You can see, even though we're not in New York. NY hot dog, baby. Sanwa Leisure Hall. We're gaining strength. And then... Hey, get out of my way. Why are you fighting me? I've done nothing but throw money at the ground, and I'm gonna be honest, you're so fucking moronic, I thought it would work. I'm being so mean to the robot, but if you're really mean to a computer, it makes you seem very sad and pathetic, so I need to chill. Fuck you! I can't say anything really mean because that would be a form of projection, and people would think that I'm kind of pathetic, and I kind of don't want that to happen. So I'd much rather you just, we end this very quickly, so I don't need to experience this. Fuck, my back's not up against the wall. I can't use my secret technique. Holy shit. Yeah, you ever heard about the XXXXXXX combo? Because it's where I press the same button over and over again, and then you get, oh, sorry pal. Sorry bud. Alright, so I can buy this here. I might be able to buy something else, although I'm unsure. I have 278 million. Number 4 is a little less than that, so we're gonna buy number 4 is what we're gonna do. He seriously sounds like my fan father, Ito, which isn't his real name, but I think is just something people call grandfathers in Spanish-speaking places. You may be right. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. If only we had a real Spanish speaker in the chat who could confirm. Unfortunately, we don't, and have never had one. This is so not muy bien. As they say in Spanish, this is so no muy buen. New Yakuza. Look for Mystery Man, Undertale. I'm sorry, I don't know about Deltarune. I've kept myself in the dark because I don't know if I'm gonna play it. I think I want to. I'll wait until the summer sale and I'll commit an egregious slew of purchases. And Deltarune will be one of them, probably. If it goes on sale in the summer. I don't know. Toby Fox seems like the type of guy to do that. I think Undertale went for $1 a couple days ago. It's $12? It's like $25. Yeah, it's like 25 bucks. Why is it in Japanese? Ohio gozaimasu, Deltarune. That's what they say in the game. I don't think I've ever heard someone call their grandfather Ito, but that might just be me being uncultured in my own culture. I don't know, you're kind of the expert. Wait, what? Japanese trailer? Why is the Japanese trailer the first thing on the Steam page? Who cleared this? Who cleared this? Toby Fox, get on this now. Like, I know. I don't know. I thought you would know. You said that you knew the price for Deltarune. I assumed that you would know these things. You gotta understand that as soon as you exhibit even a minor amount of information on topic, I ascribe you to be the arbiter of such a thing. I didn't buy it? Well, you said it was $12. You got it for free. Then why? How did you know the price? A lot of things about your story aren't adding up, Buster. Alright, what's your real name? Who are you really? Yeah, level rank A, how nice. Who are you really? What do you want? Mystic Slime. Blame him. Blame who? Blame Mystic Slime? Nice try, pal. I saw, what's that anime? I reincarnated as a slime. It wasn't very good. I didn't enjoy it very much. Thank you. Kite probably just uses a different currency. Who's Kite? Oh, K-Knight. That makes sense. That makes sense. K-Knight, Kite, do you use a different currency? What's your currency? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, that's right. You're in Algerian dinars. I was thinking about it. I was like, you're in Algeria, so you're not using USD. Maybe it's just 12 Algerian dinars. Is an Algerian dinar worth like $2? That's good, isn't it? Like, you get more money if you can buy more in America than you can in Algeria? The Algerian dinar is worth more than the American dollar? Bro, don't bro me. I don't know money. I'm not a money guy. Don't worry about the fact I'm an accountant. Alright, I'm not an international one. $1 is too big. What? Surely not. Algerian dinars to USD. Okay, well this is an inherently unhelpful thing. Can we switch? Can I get this doesn't help me. This doesn't help me. I don't know what this means. Can we switch now? How many dinars could I get for $1? United States. Listen, your currency is rapidly appreciating. No. Yes? You want less. Yeah, you want it to go down. Your info is fucked. No, things are bad. Okay, hold on. Let's switch this again. Let's go back to Algerian dinar. Oh, okay, so no, things are bad, I think. Things are good for me, but things are bad for you, I think. So it used to be, like, kind of close. And now things haven't been going too well. Although it is on the rebound. Okay, yeah, things are getting better. Things are getting better. I'm seeing an upswing. I'm looking at all of these graphs right now. I'm seeing the upwards curve. All right, things are getting better for the Algerian dinar. The Algerian dinar. All right, this might be a good time for the Algerian dinar. I took the general financial classes. I should know. The average salary is 35,000 dinars. That is not a lot. But then again, the cost of living might just be different. Because here's the thing, right? The 1-to-1 USD translation doesn't really matter unless you're moving between the nations, because the price of living in these places are probably different. Because this is not... If the yearly salary was less than 3,000 USD for like the average American, they would die. They would not survive. Like, that just wouldn't happen. This is, I think, we might be approaching unemployment territory. You know, the yearly salary being 3,000. All right, I think the quality of 200, not 2,000. What do you said 35,000 dinars. Where is the 2,000 here? You wrote 35. Oh. Yeah, so this was still like, this is not enough to live off of. This is less to live off of. This is unemployed. You could work like minimum wage for like 2 months and make that money. So I think the price of living is, I think, different in these two places. I think maybe that's the move. How many Americans do you have coming to Algeria being like, hey, I wanna live a lavish life with my USD? Because people be doing that. People be doing that. People will go to I don't know, I never met one. I know people are doing it in Mexico. In Mexico City right now, or someplace near the border, either in Mexico City or in a Mexican city, there are a lot of white people moving down there because the price of living, the price of living is a lot lower than in America, and they're having a good time, which is causing problems with a lot of the people down there. They're pretty mad that things are being gentrified, which Loki I think is crazy. I think is crazy. If we have immigration up here, Loki, let the white people come down there. But it does, I think, fuck up the local economy to have a bunch of people spend shit tons of money all at once. Normally, it needs to be a little bit more of a transfer. I think people don't come because of the Algerians. I have never met a bad Algerian. I've only met one Algerian, and he or she or they are pretty cool. What's up, Count Dookie Dude? Welcome to Twitch chat. I think somebody removed me from using their chat on Twitch. Huh? Some random person? Alright. I don't know, I was confused. I don't know, Count Doogie Dude, can you not type in YouTube anymore? Not that I'm trying to chase you out, it's just, it was odd to see the switch. Welcome to Twitch, Count Doogie Dude. I'm sorry, K-Knight, you've been left alone in the YouTube chat, my apologies. Anyways, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy. Mysterious man, I need to tell you something on Twitch. What thing do you need to tell me? What? Alright. X, 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 Y, Y. X, 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 Y, Y. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's not it. Sad noises, I'm so sorry. I can't beat his ass, he's too strong. Ow. X, 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 Y. Okay, well I accidentally pressed Y to... This is hard. Again, this is the wall move. Alright, this is gonna be hard. Chat, this is gonna be difficult. Is Twitch better than YouTube? Depends. Yes, you can do the Pikmin thingy. You can do the Pikmin thing on Twitch. That is true. Should I read The Stranger? I hear it has some stuff about Algeria. Well, as the single Algerian expert in this stream, yes. This doesn't look like a finishing blow. I'm pressing X, 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 Y, then Y. Okay, hold on. Well, this is not gonna happen. This is not gonna... I need to look up something. Because this is not gonna happen on its own. Okay, finisher... Combo... Yakuza 0. Okay, I don't need this. Finisher... Brawler style? A brawler ability? No, I'm not looking for that. Essence of finishing blows is what I'm looking for. Essence of finishing blows, Yakuza 0. Xbox controller, that's me. Just do X, 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 Y, then Y. Wow, that helps. Okay. No shit. Listen, I didn't say it. Sega put the wrong controls. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Did they actually? There's no fucking way. How? There's no way. Okay, well, that didn't really help. Hold on. Come over here. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? You have to be kidding me. That's it! That's it! What the fuck? It's literally impossible. You have to look it up. I can't fucking believe it. I can't fucking believe it. Holy shit. This is mind-numbing. Mind-numbingly stupid. Hey, what did you say, Kenta? X, 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 Y, and then Y? I don't think... Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Okay, sorry, X, 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 Y, and then Y? I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's the right one to do. Alright, oh my god, this guy's fucking crazy. Come on. That's what you get for trying to make fun of me? Yeah, my bad. This isn't it. Sega versus Nintendo, but they're from the Simpsons game. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I don't even know what you're even. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. God damn it. Why does this one suck so bad? Why is this one so ass? Okay, so I need to hit them with the combo. I need to connect all my hits, and they can't be guarding any of them. It keeps automatically making me do this. There has to be like a way to do it, because I think the Y's get confused. He fucking touched me once! Oh, that's it. All I gotta do is this one more time. Where the look like bootlegs, you're just really funny. Thank you. I don't know where the look-alike bootlegs are, but I appreciate it. He just fucking touches me. Just use the keyboard. That honestly, yeah. Let's hop on. Nope, that's the wall thing. Let's lock on. Hold on. Get over here if you dare. You're right. It is easier on the keyboard. Nope. Oh, we're good. Alright, I'm gonna fucking kill you now, by the way. Box of nails. Go! Yeah, I bet you weren't expecting my box of nails. Well, what can I say? That's the difference between me and you. One of us uses the box of nails and the other one doesn't. Ow, okay. Fuck. Bicycle! Ow. He is beating my ass. Low-key. Fuck you. Gear case. Gear case again. And guess what? I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna beat your ass with it, that's for sure. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You don't have my consent. And I'm not gonna give it to you. It's over! Okay, well maybe it's not over. Fucking finally, holy shit. This is the worst fucking thing ever. I can't believe they fucked it. I can't believe they did that.
Yeah.
Looks like the fight's gone out of him. He won't need any more convincing. The Raymond Cartel. Oh. Bacchus here. Thank you very much, Renburgers, for gently lifting a common Pikmin. Why is that one popping up so much? Why is that one popping up so much? There are more, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let me take a look at my viewer rewards really quickly. I'm confident I have more. I know I've put in more. I've actually enabled on. Yeah, Pikmin Jaw, fix later. Pikmin Gentle Lift. I got rid of Pikmin Bread Bug. I can put it back on. Pikmin Jump Scare. Pikmin Kiss. No, that one's a normal one. Pikmin Cook. Pikmin Give Blueberry. Pikmin Blueberry. Yeah, okay. So it's not me, it's you guys.
A body has been discovered!
Thank you very much, Jackson 2, for having your body be discovered by a Pikmin. I don't think it appreciates that, but I do. Do you eat steaks? Yes, I do eat steaks. And I don't want to think about the ethical implications of it. It just tastes good. Yippee! Yippee! Thank you very much, Renburgers, for redeeming a common Pikmin. I'm not ready to tell you. But now you know who's sending these hitmen, and that my life isn't in danger. We still have more training to do. Is there more training to do? Why do you want to turn me into a pro fighter so badly? I admit, I've got an eye for talent. I've seen raw talent rise up all over the world. Your potential is greater than any of those trumps. The kids I train have to be able to hold their own in the streets, too.
Nani?
Most of the money I owe was borrowed by the Mafia, and they don't play by the rules. See, I used to run a gym where I trained young boxers with promise. And one day, one of my fighters went up against a guy who was in the Mafia's pocket. Of course, there are a lot of off-the-book bets. They were gambling on it. My trainee was a nobody, but to everyone's surprise, he came out of nowhere and knocked the guy flat on his ass. They recruited the guy I was training and put him in their own damn gym. Next thing I know, my gym goes up in smoke after a gas leak. This old Ironheart took out a loan to rebuild the gym. I applied at a financing company that was completely legit, but the Mafia put some pressure on them, and they carried my loan. It was all downhill from there. The goons would show up at my gym every day. You can do the math. No fighters, no lessons, no money, no bouts, no titles, no nothing. I was done. I had one ray of hope in a dark time, which was this kid who stuck with me. Through the thick of it, he was dead set on getting that title belt with me. But one day, he got mugged, shanked, and he didn't make it. Then a Mafia lawyer showed up to defend the killer. But why did you only do things? What did you do that pissed them off so much? I figured that out just recently. They don't want me dead, they want me alive for my services. All the talent I'd find just ended up signing with those Mafia bastards. Damn. I just watched Big Nito. I liked it. Yo! Thanks for watching Big Nito. What do you think of Cuphead? I enjoyed Cuphead. I beat it on stream. I had a good time. I think it's my most viewed live stream on YouTube of ever. I think it's my most viewed. So that's pretty chill. That's pretty hype. A big fan of Cuphead. No bitches. Oh my god. It's the Mafia again. Wow, there are so many of them. Mafia Minion. I'm with the Raymond cartel. You're not here to kill me. The hitmen we sent here were to test Kazuma Kiryu's metal. We've already notified headquarters that Bacchus considers you his top fighter. He only calls the most talented Fines boy. You're the second to ever earn that title. You let me wander the world so you could swoop in as soon as I called the kid boy? You may want to reconsider. Pride will be the death of you. You drive a hard bargain. If you come with us and we let Bacchus live. I already know you won't harm him. You wouldn't dare kill the golden goose your HQ values so much. This time, you're up against 5 of our best. With your life at stake, surely you can see that accepting our offer is your only option. You're the ones who decided your fate as soon as you walked down that alley. I'm gonna beat your ass! No, it's the Smash Bros. Brawl one, the most viewed. live stream or VOD? Because before I started multi-streaming on YouTube, I just uploaded my VODs. And so there's a live section and then there's a video section. The video section, I think the most viewed was, you might just be right. I don't know. We've gotten to the point where I need to know. All right, videos, I don't know about that. If you go popular videos, it's Smash Brothers Brawl. I am bad at Melee, 263. And then live, Cuphead Shadow of the Erd Tree, 421. Yep, Cuphead popped off. So did Fire Emblem Awakening. I streamed a lot of mini motorways. Civ 6. A little bit of mini this makes sense. Logistically speaking, this makes sense, and so does this, because of how much I've played these two games. Yeah. But some of these don't. Like, this is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna beat your ass. Wait, they all have guns! And fucking katanas? Ow. Alright. All I gotta do is kill this guy with a gun first. Two people have guns. Two people have guns. Oh, I don't know if I have enough fucking stamina to push through this. I fucking knew there was a... I fucking knew it. Alright, two of them have guns. So all I gotta do... I can't do it. This guy has the shotgun, so he's the biggest threat. I just gotta kill him before the other guy with the gun kills me. We pause. We press A and then we pause here. We inventory. That was a bad idea, but whatever. Now we go after the other guy with the gun. Kill him. And suddenly it's just these two assholes with swords. I need to fucking... Alright, we're gonna get the other guy first. Reason being because the other guy dies faster. And once there's only one person, it's not as hard. There we go. Alright, easy enough. It's me and you. Ow, ow, ow. You might have a sword, but I have something far better. And that's the ability to punch through your sword. Fuck you. Oh my god. Oh, there's no bullets in this. How do I drop the gun? How do I drop the gun? There we go. Fucking finally, Jesus. Pause! Pause! Not even close. We're fine. Yeah, I got bad news, pal. As long as I have PEDs on my side, I'm never losing any fights. It's over for you! Never talk to me again. Are those the ninjas from GTA San Andreas? No, I'm afraid not. What's up, Aptubi? Welcome back to the stream. Why is your health so low? It's a hard fight. I don't have that many drugs. When you type the cheat code to Ninja Town. What's up, Aptubi? Final exam tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be able to watch more streams. I'm rooting for you. I hope your final exam goes well. Make sure to be mentally safe and fortified, alright? If you're stressing, your mind's everywhere, alright? You're gonna perform more poorly. You gotta take, deep breaths, be confident in yourself, and then I think you'll do well. As long as you know, at 80% to 90% of the information, you should be a big winner. Why do you keep exclamation point discording? Why do you keep doing that? Stop it. Aptubi, I don't know if Aptubi's in the Discord, but I feel as though, I think he might be. I think Aptubi might be, actually. Let me check. I can't read anything. Let me disable streamer mode. He is! You see a single person hop in YouTube chat and you're like, exclamation point Discord. Why? you ever thought that there may be other people over here? No. Yeah, but because I don't have chat set up to where commands go through, it makes you look like an insane. It makes me look like an insane person. Hold on. Let me. What is this? What's it? Streamlabs OBS. You have OnlyFans? I swear on my soul to never do that shit again. Now you're just being difficult because you like being difficult. Now you're just being difficult because you like being difficult. And you think I don't know? You think I don't know that you're like this? You just like to be difficult, Kenta. I know you. Alright. Show viewers, platform icon, hide common chat box, hide commands. There we go. Alright, now you can do it, and at least people will know it's you. Now you can do it and people will know it's you. Because before, it just had it pop up, like it didn't do anything. But now it'll actually show when you do that. Like if you do it again right now, it'll pop up on screen as you doing it. There we go. You have an OnlyFans? I'm gonna tell my friends to buy it. Thank you. Please click on my OnlyFans link. It's pretty cool. It's pretty swag. Okay, my whole shit is busted now. Hold on. I fucked up my like entire setup because of that. There we go, we're good. I won't nag you anymore. I think I'll leave Japan. Back to the States. Beats having assassins on my trail, and if there's a young fighter with a dream, I can make it happen. Goodbye, Bacchus. You have been real. Thank you for teaching me all this time.
See ya.
Goodbye. I might need advice to beat Volo. Who's Volo? I feel like I know who Volo is, but I don't know if it's like part of a video game. Oh shit, that was you. Hi, thank you. Trauma V2. I don't know Trauma V2. Unless you're talking about the hospital game where you do surgery. In which case, if you're talking about that, I still don't know, but I at least have a general idea of what's going on. Pokemon? Oh, Legends Arceus. Yeah, you got this. You got this. Kick his ass. I'm so tired. Bye, chat. Alright, F2B. Good luck on your final exam tomorrow. I hope you do well. Alright, remain steadfast and strong in your mental strength. Alright, and I think you'll do well. I think you've got this. Jarring. Alright, I'm leaving now. I hope you both get big as hell. What is ASL big as hell? That's what it feels like, but I'm not sure. Anyways, good luck on your exam. Thank you. Miracle Johnson. Are we good to go? Yeah, everything that can be invested has been invested in. Uh-oh. I've received a challenge by the Gambling King. Come to the JCC. Japan Catfight Club? The Japan Catfight Club? I don't want to go there. There's like naked women over there. Man, I don't want to do that. Alright. Low-key, I actually need to pee. So, I have terrible news. I'm putting Subway Surfers back on. I'm putting on the sound again. I'll be right back. If it's something haram, tell me. I think it's lewd women. I'll hit. Let me pee first. I'm back. And now K-Knight is gone. It was good having you, K-Knight. I hope you enjoy the rest of your... Hey Siri, what time is it in Algeria? I hope you have a good rest of your night at 11:17 p.m. Ooh, alright. So I have avoided the Catfight Club purely because it gives me really big, this is probably not, it's probably gonna be a little over PG-13. Unfortunately, it seems as though I don't really have the choice, and so I'm afraid I'll just have to rip it. But first, let's buy something here. Is there anything that is worth less than 264? NY hot dog, new Pachinko, new Cosmos, new Montemartre? I already have that one. From 710.6. 7 is not. Already have 10. 6 is, yeah, okay. So I don't. Alright, where's JCC? It's this, right? Yeah. Fuck you! So I'm a little worried, but maybe it'll just be like chill. I can only hope. I can only hope, because we're almost there. Once I defeat the Gambling King, things should not be too difficult. Hey, let me in. Subway surfers all day. Maybe. You shouldn't ogle the girls like that. I didn't realize you were... I didn't want to ogle them. The fine details don't matter. Christ. Fine then. You know what? Yeah, we're getting... Fine then. We're getting the media source. Alright, we're getting the Subway Surfers. I'm gonna put it in the middle of the screen. It's gonna be great. We're gonna put it in the middle of the screen and we're gonna stretch it out. There we go. We should be fine. Oh, come on. Don't be so uptight. I thought we could have ourselves a showdown today. Let's beach bet a part of our holdings here. It's simple. We'll bet who can win the next match. It's no fun if I don't... You know what? Just all of it. There we go. I accept your challenge. I've literally never done this before. Pick a fighter of the catfight battle. If the girl you bet on wins, you get 10%. If the girl you bet on loses, you don't. Wow, this seems to me like... This seems to me like something I've not put in any time to, and I'm gonna be punished for this. I might be crazy, but there's like...
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for a cat fight?
What the fuck?
Fight!
Oh, it's rock, paper, scissors. Oh, it's a rock, paper, scissors fight. Just choose the one with all the stars. That's what I did. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Wow, this is gonna take a while, huh? I'm gonna go scissors here. I hope I win. Oh, I win. This is gonna take for. Am I winning? Yes. I'd show you, but there's only so much I can show. Wait, you can heal in this game. Fuck. I've taken a lot of damage and I don't know how to heal myself, which isn't ideal. I got owned. I got owned. I used rock 2 times in a row. And they used paper 2 times in a row. But now they have to switch from paper to scissors. No, they have to switch to rock. They use paper again. They use paper again. I'm losing. Yeah, I got owned. I got owned really hard. I lost. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel too bad about that. I didn't want to play this in the first place. I didn't want to play this in the first place. Oh no, I've lost 10,000. That's a shame. Can we blow this popsicle stand? Oh no, I lost the cat fight battle. Can I get out of JCC, please? I'm not like the other billionaires. Have you seen my properties? I'm never gonna let you win. The winner is always right. I'll beat you fair and square. Alright, are we out of here? Can I go? Do I have to keep watching naked women? Because I'm kind of trying to stream right now. I understand that it's an R-rated game. Alright, I do. I really understand. I get it. But I don't know. I feel as though, is it crazy for me to just not need to engage with those things? Alright. Oh no, wait, I think I'm gonna have to put on Subway Surfers again. Because if you take a look at the map, the only subquest remaining is the Telltale Boys Club. And that's also fucking R18 content. What's going on, man? God forbid a brother just exists. Alright, where's the drugstore? So I need to go down here and then take a left. Yeah, you want that money, don't you? Yeah, you want that money, don't you? You're so greedy. Greedy little pig. Little pay pig. Ew, I'm sorry. Gross. Yuck. We're gonna put some stuff away. Actually, $1,000,000 dream machine. What did I get? An expired lunch set. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that's the best thing I could have gotten from there. I'm gonna get like a shit ton of stamina royales. 14 of them, which is kind of a lot. By the way, that's the main story. By the way, that's the main story. Hello. Thank you. Alright, so now we're going to go do business. And we should be fine. Because we'll make more completion progress the more money we make. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. The 10% I lost is unfortunate. I wish I would have won, but I'm going to be honest. I wanted the entire situation to be over. At least with a telephone game, I know about it. That guy must be questioning what you need them for. Listen, if I worked in a pharmacy and someone came into me and was like, hey man, I need a shit ton of drugs, I'd be like, hey bro, fuck it. I don't care. I don't give 2 shits. What's up, Elite Triathlete? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Are you doing okay, Jax? Are you doing okay, Jax? Is there a reason you wouldn't be doing okay? Hold on. Alright, now it's time for my payout. Cool. How was your weekend, Elite Triathlete? I hope it went well. Alright, well, I've made a lot of money.
ジャリンジャリン稼ぐぜガンガン稼ぐぜジャリンジャリン稼ぐぜ
Jarin. Karish, yeah. Go, Miracle Johnson. And then a little bit more. And then you again. Already have that one. Which means we need Marusa Marui. And now everything's invested in. Looks like we're doing fine. Alright. I don't believe there's a reason I wouldn't be doing okay. Well, that's good. Love to hear that. Alright. So in terms of business, I do have enough money to buy one more out of this area, so I'm going to do it. And then once I buy all of them, it really is just a matter of cycling through the business minigame enough times in order to beat the Gambling King. Because every time you fight him, you do a gambling battle. And that is, that's enough, kind of. Alright, where are the other ones? I know there's one here. Let me pull up the real estate map. I'm missing 2 specifically. I'm missing 7 and I'm missing 6. So let's do 7, considering how, for some reason, I know where 6 is. Alright, so now I don't have enough money for 7, which is a shame, but it is how it is. I don't have enough, yeah, I don't have enough money for 6, but I do know where it is, which is kind of everything I need really quickly. So now I think it might be time to go to the Telltale Boys Club. We're gonna put on Subway Surfer. It's been a weird stream, Elite Triathlete. You know, it's kind of my insistence on wanting to get the Dragon of Dojima style unlock and winning the real estate minigame. I want to be honest, I think the real estate minigame is worse than the Club Cabaret minigame. Club Cabaret minigame went a lot faster. Which is weird, I didn't think I'd say that about Club Cabaret minigame, but it really did. Yeah, sure, I'll pay 10,000. And so I could have done this off stream, but I just didn't. But I know that if I do the main story now, I leave this area. And if I leave this area, I can't do this. I don't know when I'll get back again, and I won't have the Dragon of Dojima thing, which is lame and cringe, and I want to have that before I do it. But if I want to have that before I do it, then I need to either do this on stream or off stream, and if I do it on stream, then I need to put Subway Surfers on stream. It's like this mess. It's like this whole thing. Like fucking, you know? There we go. It's Subway Surfers time. Like, you know? Irashimasen. These are also subquests. Oops, I gotta go, but have a good one, Moo. Have a good one, chat. Thank you very much, Friend Burgers, for watching the stream. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope I see you again soon. Maybe unless Subway Surfer recircumstances. Thank you very much, Renburgers, for spinning the Wheel of Silence. Fuck it. Honestly, yeah, let's just let's just do it. There's no naked woman on the screen yet. It's just Kiryu still. We'll be fine. What do we got here? Bwomp. Ooh, almost stamped Daniel, but it does land on Buwomp. I won't be here, but this is to remember me by. Thank you. Alright, let's go to the playlist. Liked videos, Wheel of Silence. Let's go over to Buwomp, which I think is no, that's Baba Booey. That's Thwomp. Metal Gear, Minecraft Villager, Mario Sitcom Laugh, Gigi. Where's the Buwomp? Angry Birds, kickball. Oh, boom. That's it. Alright, let's get the timer on the screen. Docs. Countdown timers. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, there we are. There we are. What a fucking mess this is, huh? What a fucking mess this is. Anyways, Mosh Mosh. Alright, so we do have a couple options here in terms of Telltale Boys Club. Reason for it being, again, there are 9 total girls you can talk to. There are 9 total girls. You actually meet up with 6 of them. 3 of them are good, 3 of them are bad, and then there's another 3 that ghost you. We've seen 2 that ghost you and 1 meetup, which means we have about a... Oh my god, I can't think of math. We have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a ghost, 2 in 6 chance, 1/3 chance of getting a bad end, and then a half chance of getting something that's like a real actual sub quest, I think. I'm not super sure. I looked it up and it was from IGN, which doesn't give you the most info. It just kind of tells you things and expects you to know. You sound like... I wish they had like a real non-R18 version of this, because some of these phrases are pretty funny. For those of you who don't know about this minigame, it's just a bunch of text floating on screen, and then there's like a girl in a bikini in the background. So it's not anything particularly interesting, but some of the text is funny. It's like, I'll tell her how she makes me feel, and then the options will be like resentful. Or I'll tell her how what I think about her voice, and it sounds like a yak. But it's mostly just like pseudo-erotic shit. Moa.
最近よくテレビに出てるアイドルに似てるって言われるかな。
This is. I wish I could check my watch. I need maybe something like that. I need like a looking down to check my watch shit. First aid. What was your first aid? There we go. I don't know. It's weird because it doesn't feel particularly erotic at all. You know, and I'm bothered. I'm bothered more than anything, which I think is rather funny. You know, I am more inconvenienced by these than I am enjoying it. But it's either this or I just get to dick around and do literally nothing as I wait for the business thing to go by. I don't love that either. Boo-wop. Kawaii koe shiteru na. Kawaii koe shi na. I don't know how to speak Japanese. Kimoshi kawandayo. Imakara. Awanaika. Awanaika. I don't know. I don't know.
ようやく会えるのね。私の体もうこんなに熱くなって。
Boo! Hurry up! Hurry up! Get this shit off the screen! Get this shit off the screen! Fuck this! Ooh! Any day now! Alright, and now there goes media source. I'm actually gonna put it behind black transparent. And it's love. Alright, do we get a real side quest? Is it just bullshit? Let's find out. Either way, we get to do more business at the end of it. Sakurako. Here's the thing. Sakurako, it has the name Sakura in it. The 3 options that have the girl ghost you are called the Sakura trio. I got bad news. This might lead to literally nothing. I don't think she's here. I'll be honest. I'll be honest, guys. I don't know if she's real. There's just something about this. Maybe you have to get past all the fake ones. This person is also called that. Like your emo or the Sakurako? Riedel 14 cheer.
Yep.
I think he fell for it again. I think he fell for it again. Boom. Soccer it again. Alright, so this is the third time. This is actually my fourth time because I hit a, I tried to do it off stream and then I didn't save, which sucks. I tried to do it off stream and I didn't save, which blows chunks. Sakurako is based off an alternate character Fido was playing for April Fools. Uh-huh. Whoa. Why? Where does the name come from? You know, not to Friedel's not a particularly Japanese name. I don't. Where does the Sakurako come from? Maybe I'm just not understanding the lore. Maybe I'm just not. I'm not understanding the lore. I just don't. I'm just not getting it right now. I'm not. I see what you're putting down. I see it, like it's there. But when I try and pick it up, when I try and pick up what you're putting down, it's just it phases through my hands. Alright. I can't pick up what you're putting down. Money! Fuck you. Alright, let's go do more business. They call me the business mogul. I'm about able to buy every shop on the Gambling King's turf, which is pretty good. Pro tip. Pretty good. Supposed to be a super girly character based loosely on Neko Sugar Girl. I don't know what that is. The boo-wop understands. The boo-wop gets me. Money battle. That's easy. 67%. We're almost there. Alright, now we need to trade out all the stuff. Is there any 4? No, there's a 3 here. There's a 4 here. I know there's another open 4. No, there's only an open 3, and that's Sachiko. And there's Jaguar. Open 4. Does it have to be Papayon Kaito? Yeah. Is there an open 4 or is it just 3s? It's just 3s. So let's do Namiya Maiden. And now we'll get off of the Electronics King. Pick Spining. And then pick Li Lung. I don't know how to say Chinese names, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm butchering them. But I truly don't know. There was no part of my life where I was like, wait a minute, China's like super dope. You know, like I didn't have like a communist phase. I tried reading Miram novels, I just never really got into it. You know, I never had a China phase, as it were. It just never really happened for me. So I never picked up on how to properly read Chinese or Chinese names in English. Alright. So now, what am I at business-wise? I'm missing 1, and I have 73%. I'm not super 110% sure at what percentage the fight starts. However, once I beat the Gambling King, it should be a pretty clear-cut, easy-peasy. There's one more king, which will probably be super fucking expensive and miserable, but it is how it is. I must go. I need to buy. I'm so economically viable. Wow, I'm so financially... How are you poorer than when I last saw you? How did you lose money? You're not worth my time. I'd fight him, but if I lose money, I kind of get owned. And that's all the Gambling King properties. 78%. Look at him go. I wish they gave him like a scooter. And so instead of like running and like losing all of his breath, he could like scooter places and it would go really fast. But maybe Japan just, they don't have a strong scooter culture. I don't know. There are a couple of scooters and bicycles at UGA. They're all very annoying. Like, there's just something in the vein of every, I don't want to say it's like cyclist, because maybe I'm, you know, maybe I'm really popular with the cyclist demo. And also, there are some cyclists that aren't that bad, but it feels like at UGA, a lot of the cyclists are very, like, annoying. And so are the pedestrians. It feels like everyone at UGA thinks that they're entirely entitled to the road. And so, no matter, like, what group you're in, the other group is always trying to fuck with you. It's if you're in a car, pedestrians are always doing dumb shit, and cyclists are always doing dumb shit. If you're a pedestrian, then the cars and the bicycles are always doing dumb shit. And if you're a cyclist, I'm not a cyclist, I don't get it. But like, cause that's the thing, I was gonna be like, actually, car people aren't so bad, but car people are the worst. They'll pull into like a do not block this zone because they think they could get through and then they don't, and then we have to walk around them, and it's awkward. It's awkward is what it is, because they're sitting in the middle of the fucking intersection. It was an ironic anime meant to parody old Western anime stuff from the early 2000s. Oh. I don't know anything about Western anime other than what, Cowboy Bebop. It's meant to parody Cowboy Bebop. They're asking what my job is. It feels like the voice has a filter on. I fear that this is gonna be like a, actually, this is a man the entire time type thing. Or even worse, it's gonna be like, it's a transgender person. It's probably fine. More of a parody stuff you would want to see on DeviantArt. The only thing I've ever heard about DeviantArt is things by deviants, as it were. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Wow. Like, I've seen the, what was it, the Call Me Carson videos, DeviantArt things, and it's the Mr. Potato Head with a Thanos glove? Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not on that part of the internet. I was never really a DeviantArt, Pinterest, Tumblr. I sound like I'm about to gear up and talking shit about like SJWs. But I was never on Tumblr, I was never on DeviantArt, never on Pinterest. I'm not very artistic as an individual. What the fuck? There we go. Craziest part is that I'm not done. It takes forever. I don't know, I don't think it takes that long in terms of time, but it just feels like it takes a while. It feels like it takes forever. I've been playing Getting Over It, my free time, which is a terrible thing to say. It's like, yeah, I hurt myself in my free time. It's a miserable game. But, I don't know, it's okay. You may know this web anime from the clip of a girl getting hit by a squirrel and proceeding to scream extremely loud for 3 minutes. I think that maybe I'm just not... I don't know if I would know that. I don't think I don't know. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up after I hit the 3-pointer here. Okay, well I keep missing the 3-pointer, so...
焦っちゃダメよ。
そうだな。
So true.
若そうだな。
若い方が嬉しい？
Fuck! Oh no, I accidentally told her that I'm feeling sick. I was just pressing the A button.
どこに連れてってくれるの？
Things aren't good right now. Things are pretty bad right now. I need to get past this.
カラオケに行こうか。
一緒に
I
行
was
きま
just
しょう。
pressing buttons, and then I got punished for it.
何が正解だ。
I think, is it this game that does it a lot? It is this game that does it a lot. When you press a button in order to get through dialogue or something that you're not interested in, it punishes you really hard by locking you into something you don't want to do. There's no confirms. Which I guess it makes sense because this is a mini game built on that. But you'd think that it would give you at least like a second or two of buffer time. Get out of here. Get off my screen, harlot. Get off my screen, harlot. Alright, I saw, what is it? The Witch's Crucible? The Iron Crucible? It was something like that. It's this, it's the play about a woman getting condemned for being a witch. And it's meant to, I don't know what it's meant to represent other than like, whoa, this shit's crazy. But I know it's not like a good thing. I know it's not like a good thing. I know that much to be true. I saw it and I was like, damn, I think killing innocent women is probably a bad thing. But I don't really understand the morals of it beyond that. You know? Sometimes something just gets like so lost in like the aesthetic of it. And the Predator. The Predator's call? What do you mean the Predator's call? You have been officially selected as one of the 100 men conscripted into fighting the gorilla. No. At least tell me I'm man number like 87 and not man number 1. At least tell me I'm at the back of the pack. What, are they secretly a dude or are they secretly old? It says the Predator's call and that worries me.
Nani?
Hey. Oh no, not the whoa. Welcome back to the stream, Laughing Cat. No. Yum. What a body you have on you. Well, my little lion. Oh my god. There's no way. Kiryu, no. Kiryu, you're gonna die, man. You can't keep having this happen. She's tall. She's tall. Like, that is really, like, maybe that's average height. Maybe it's the heels. But, like, she's taller than Kiryu. What the fuck? Why is she so vertically gifted? Get this bitch out of the telephone club. Get this bitch in the NBA. Alright, listen. The Lakers need a center. God, I love being able to know basketball. It's so cool to know sports. You know, I didn't really get the whole idea, you know, the fun about sports. But I think now I'm getting into basketball. I accidentally shoved that woman to the ground. I feel so bad. But I've gotten into basketball and I think it's hype. I need to get into UGA basketball. Get out of my way. But it's just so fun. The problem is, in UGA basketball, they don't have LeBron James. You know? I don't even know what the UGA's basketball team is, but I don't think it's particularly good. No shade to them. No shade to them, but I don't remember them. I think they maybe got into the playoffs this year and it was crazy. But I don't know, basketball's so fun. Alright, it's time for me to get my motherfucking money. Alright.
稼ぐぜじゃりんじゃりんガンガン稼ぐ
And then
ぜ
we're gonna upgrade these. So here's the thing, I literally have bought everything that I need to. There's literally nothing more I can do outside of this menu right here. So I better be close to fucking done. Because, again, there's like nothing else I can do. I have what, 82%, which is pretty swag, I think. But outside of that,
ランカッ
it does improve when you upgrade.
トいい店になった
But 85% is already kind of high. I feel like I've done enough.
じゃりんじゃりん
Is that
稼
a
ぐ
crazy thing? Do I need 90%? Because I don't think I'm going to get there anytime soon. Oh. No, I thought it was something cool. I thought something cool was loading, but I see now that I was just a fool. Hey man, is there nothing yet, huh? Nothing yet. I don't know if I want to keep doing the Telltale Boys Club. That doesn't seem very interesting. But there's literally nothing else to do. I've kind of content soft locked myself, right? I could do, you know what? Let's just have fun. Let's just go and let's just do something cool. We're gonna go to the batting center. Moo, why are we going to the batting center? Is there a specific item you can get there? There's a specific, once you do the batting center, can you unlock it later? Nope. It is, it's just doing some baseball, but sometimes that might be all you need. They do have a batting center in Persona 5. It's kind of okay. Got an ad for medicine that said, children's medicine name here. Why does Switch think that you're a child? I don't know, because you're watching Yakuza 0. Let me play. S rank, A rank, B rank, C rank. Oh, no, I don't want to see what prizes you have. I just want to play the game. How do I get in? How do I? Oh, okay. So I imagine they get more difficult as time goes on, maybe? So I need to start down here? Nope. Okay, well that makes sense, I guess. 300 yen. Maybe it thinks I have a child? Ooh, that's possible. I don't want to be mean, but I don't know if you give off a kind of fatherly vibe. Fuck. Holy shit. Alright, that seems pretty solid. Alright, kind of fucked it. What? Yeah, you weren't saying Happy Father's Day to me? Yeah. I don't know. It's not, I don't mean it. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just, I don't know if you really give off the vibe. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I'm a father. I provide for a child, you know? Like, I don't, not that I give off the vibe. What the fuck is this? Alright, I want to do a grand slam. So I'm going to try and do 3 bases. Fuck. Alright, that's number 3. I don't think I know how baseball works. What do you mean? I hit the fucking ball. I hit the fucking ball. What do you mean, bro? Okay, so I might not be the best at this, I might not be the best at this whole baseball thing. That's okay. Is this 30,000? What other things cost 30,000 that I don't own? I don't have boost health medium? You have to be shitting me. No fucking wonder my health is so low. No fucking wonder my quick step is not cool and swag. Hold on here. What have I not been purchasing? Why am I poor? I'm not. 30,000! Yo, I'm so late today. You are just in time. I'm sorry, I was trying to think of something. You gotta believe me. I was trying to think of something. I was gonna turn it. And then I couldn't think of anything. And then the sound effect one. Welcome back to the stream, Asriel. It's always always happy to have you at any time. Just in time to witness peak? No. The entire stream I've been doing the Telltale Boys Club minigame, which is where a half-naked woman shows up on screen. So I had to put Subway Surfers on top of the screen in order to keep it PG-13. But it's getting kind of annoying to keep putting on Subway fucking Surfers. So I decided to switch to baseball, and it's not going very well. So, I don't know if peak is the right term. If only my Spanish grandfather was here. He's in the base. Your Spanish grandfather is not in the Baseball Hall of Fame. I can't choose to believe this. I feel like that would narrow down who you are significantly. You can't be ripping info like that, man. Sometimes I think you just make shit up. You gotta time it? I know I gotta time it. I just don't know what the timing is. Pocket Circuit Racing, Bowling Alley, Popular Games, Catfight Club. Oh, let me go back on. He literally is, though. Oh my god. Dude, you can't. Like, you can't say this. That's not that many people. That's not that many people, bro. There's no fucking way. Find my favorite. Oh. Oh, wait, that's a lot of people in the Hall of Fame. Oh, wow. You seem to be in a good mood today. Yeah, well, I haven't had the best. Can I see all the people? Can I try and find Jackson's granddad? No, I don't want to do that. Well, I haven't been able to stream for like a week, cause I've been in pain. So we're back though. We made it. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe it. I don't know if I can believe you, Jackson. I need your entire home address and your social security number. Oh fuck. Hey! I'm trying to get a grand slam. That didn't work. Damn, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I do feel better. It's still weird. That's not what an out is. How do the people of Japan love baseball so much, but they don't understand what the fuck an out is? All right. It was pretty bad this weekend, but I'm feeling better now. I didn't stream on Saturday because of how bad it was. All right. All I gotta do is lock in. That didn't work. Only getting 3 is too low. Only getting three strikes is way too low. That's a grand slam. I'm the GOAT. Okay, well, it's pretty easy. Can you tell what happened? Why was your weekend bad? It was because it hurt. Because it hurt. Yeah, I remember on stream, I think maybe earlier in the week, earlier last week, I guess, not this week, because this is Monday. But I mentioned I mentioned that my ball hurts, and I was being funny, although it was true. And turns out, it was a little bit more than that, which is not ideal. My ball was not the area of affliction, which is a good thing. You know, it's always good to know that your ball is not, you know, slowly dying. However, it still hurt. It hurt pretty bad, and it got worse, I think, on Saturday, to the point where I couldn't sleep the entire night, because every time I laid down, it would be too painful, which, you know, obviously is not something you want to happen. So that was pretty bad. And then on Sunday, it still kind of hurt, but it was getting a little bit better. It's to the degree where I found, like, I had to find, like, a specific sitting position. It was not testicular torsion, thank God. I thought it was for a minute, but then I was like, no, this isn't that painful. And it wasn't, like, localized in my balls. You know? It's on... Why me, bro? I'm not even that woke. I'm not even that woke. Alright, I'm not. I'm not even that woke, man. Alright, I don't understand. I'm minding my own business, doing my own shit, bro. It's the same fucking loser bot. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure it has to just be a bot, or it's one loser. He keeps like logging into accounts. Sorry, I'm reporting him. They only get 2 attempts. They do only get 2 attempts. That's right. Yeah, I remember. So I guess if we want to start bringing up Trump, like what Ketamine Kevin wanted me to do, then I'm afraid I'll have to oblige. Donald Trump, in his infinite wisdom, decided that earlier in his presidency, which, you know, his presidency like just started, so it's not like it's not been a while. It's very recent. He decided to push towards a bill that would allow him and him alone to run for a 3rd term. The idea is a president could run for a 3rd term if their 1st and 2nd term were non-consecutive. Now, the reason why this is very funny is because he knows, and everybody else knows, that if he just blanket allowed people to get a 3rd term, there's a certain black American who people like a lot more than Donald Trump who would win, and his name's Obama. So what he did is that he pussied out so hard that he had the clause written in there to be non-consecutive. Why haven't I heard about it? I'm unsure. I don't think it hit the mainstream, although the bill was prepared. I don't know if it was ever submitted to Congress. They might still be in the, they might have thrown it away earlier, or they might have, they might still be in the process of getting it through. They might push it through recently, because I think, Donald Trump, or, you know, someone with Republican ideals had 2 Democrat senators murdered. Sorry, 1 Democrat senator and another Democrat House of Representatives murdered. And because of that, they could push through, I think, a bill to do something recently. I can't remember what though. However, I think it's one of his campaign goals. It's one of the Republican Party platforms in order to give him a 3rd term. And so they had a piece of legislation pending on that. So I think that's why he's saying it. Yeah. But no, it's very, I don't know, pathetic. I don't think Trump wins the 3rd term. Unless he, like, actually cheats, which he might do. I wouldn't put it past him, that's for sure. He might try to, what is it, fucking, I don't know, he might try to Eastern Europe this shit. It's possible, that's for sure. However, as it stands, I don't think he'll get a third term legitimately. I don't think anybody really likes him that much. I think the only reason he won in the first place was because his competition was Joe Biden, and then it swapped to Kamala Harris. Getting a black man in office was already kind of something crazy. I don't know if a black woman midway being the vice president of Joe Biden was really good for her. I think she would have stood a good chance if that didn't happen. If she wasn't literally Joe Biden's vice president, I think she would have stood a good chance. But what would I know? Thank goodness I'm moving to Europe. That's ideal. Yeah. I don't know. Depends on things goes, but I do know that if Donald Trump actually gets a third term, it is moved to Europe time. It is very much moved to Europe time. Yeah. I don't understand his problem. Well, I do understand his problem. He wants immense wealth and political power, which I guess I get it. You know. If I became the president of the United States, I also would try to destroy democracy and everything it stands for. Actually, I don't think I do that, but what would I know? I don't know why they keep coming to my chat to say it. It's either a bot or like one guy. It would be very sad if it was just one dude. I know people in Canada, so I would go there instead. I don't know if that's the best idea, considering how their housing situation is. People, I think, point out that pricing for houses is way too expensive in America, but in Canada, I think it's really bad as well as what is it, Australia. So, I don't know. I think Europe, notably, also has a better quality of life. I think a lot of people are happier in Europe. If I had to, if I had to say such a thing. So personally, I would choose Europe, although Canada I think would be a cheaper and an easier transition. He also wants credit for everything. His recent tweets related to Israel and Iran clearly say, "I'm the world leader. I'll bring peace." Yeah, I don't think he's smart. I forgot that. I forgot that for these. What's insert coin? I'm pressing Y. I'm trying to insert a credit. What's going on here, man? For the emulators, they cost too much. I don't think they cost too much. They load up an actual emulator inside of Yakuza 0, and because of that, they alter the sound, and they fuck up the whole shit. Alright, we're not gonna be in here. But no, he's just a moron, right? Is what happens. He got in on charisma. He got in because he was more charismatic than Joe Biden, which isn't hard to do. It's like being more charismatic than a watermelon. It's a shame, and I think he's probably moronic, and I think a lot of what the next president, if we have a next president, has to end up doing is undoing it. And if the Democrats set any stone, they might choose to cripple the Republican Party for even attempting to do such a thing. But then again, I don't know. Remember when this was Sega's mascot? The little guy in Fantasy Zone? No. No, I never remembered that. I don't think I ever knew, much less remembered. Alright, let's see if I still got it. I don't know, he just sucks. He's just miserable. Alright, fuck this guy. I think I bricked this. Never mind. I still got it. I still got it. Yeah, you can lush leaf all you want, but you can't lush leaf me. Oh no. She's doing exactly what I did. God, I'm gonna get owned. Yeah, that sucks. Whatever. There's nothing I can do about it. It's literally not my fault. I didn't vote for him. So I just don't, like, I get it, but I literally didn't vote for him. It's not my fault. So. You know, it'd be different if I didn't vote. It'd be different if I did vote for him. But I literally didn't. I literally voted for his opposition. So, nothing much I can do. You know, it'd be different if you know, I had done, oh fuck, that was a bad idea. I saw a post on Instagram today saying Biden was dead. Yeah, I'm not an expert, but I don't think Biden passed away just yet. Not yet, at least. Maybe soon, but not yet. The thing is, I don't think Trump is gonna have Joe Biden killed. That's possible, but, you know, I think the odds are a little low. I do know a lot of people that have strong political convictions, and they choose not to vote. And I'm gonna be honest, I think that's a little silly. I know in England, there's this idea of a vote of no confidence, where you vote and then you fuck up the ballot. And so it's counted that you did vote, but you know, it's represented as that you didn't want to vote for any of the candidates, which I think is really cool. I don't know. One, I think voting day should be a federal holiday. I think it's incredibly silly that it isn't. The voting day, you should get the day off from work. And I know it's like, oh my god, you know, who's gonna work if everybody has the day off? But I think that's probably the best thing to do, right? I don't know. I voted early, so I didn't have to wait in any really big queues. But that was a bad idea. Never mind. How exactly has Biden lived this long? I don't know. He was the president, so if the presidents have any secret long life preserving powers, then Joe Biden probably got his hands on it. I feel kind of bad for Biden. He's too old to run a country. You need a leader who's aware of your surroundings, which Biden lacks because of his old age. So yeah, I kind of feel bad for the guy. Yeah, I do too, kind of. But also, he's a grown-ass man. Like, he's old, and he probably has some kind of Alzheimer's or dementia. You know, he's definitely not as mentally strong as he used to be. But at the end of the day, right, he was president of the country. So, you know, at a point, you know, you gotta be like, hey, man, I'm not mentally fit for this. You gotta bow out. He could have stepped down and given the vice presidency to Kamala Harris. You can declare yourself unable to render the duties and powers of the president. And if he had done that, then Kamala Harris would have been president, and yeah, that would have been a pretty fucked way, a pretty interesting way to get the first black female president, but it would have happened, and Joe Biden wouldn't have had to deal with anything anymore. But I didn't do that, so I don't feel too bad for him. You know, you just have a bunch of people who want to make all the rich people richer and take advantage of the poor and get rid of all the immigrants and get rid of all the brown people. And you have a bunch of people who want the exact same thing, but need to pretend like they don't want that because that's what their platform is built on. And unfortunately, it seems like this is just how things go. And, you know, occasionally you'll have some guy who is truly the worst option in every aspect, no matter how you look at it, and people will vote for him anyways. You know? I think, I'm going to be honest. I think what decides whether or not, because I'm still going to college, you know, I don't intend on moving to Europe anytime soon. However, I think what really will help me decide whether or not this country is even worth saving is if Trump gets reelected, which is a long time from now. So, but before that, right now in New York, there's a race between Andrew Cuomo, notable sex pest, corruption-riddled. For some reason, they keep asking about whether or not the mayor of New York or something is gonna go to Israel. I don't know why they would. That's weird. So it's Andrew Cuomo, who is just awful, and then there's this guy called Zadani Momran. I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name. All right, listen, I'm just a white guy from southern Georgia. Have mercy on my soul. It's ethnic. But it's him versus literally the devil, Andrew Cuomo. And if literally the devil wins, then there's nothing anyone can do. There's no point. There's no point to living in this country. Because you can give someone the option between like a pretty chill guy and literally the devil. And if they pick the devil, then they pick the devil. Alright, what the fuck is the point? Wouldn't think there is any. So I'm looking at that. I doubt the decisions that were taken during his term weren't even taken by him. Someone else wants to pull the strings and might just approve it because he doesn't know better. Probably. He probably delegated it to somebody. But he wanted the office of the president? I don't know. Either way. Falls on Biden, falls on Democratic Party. It's over now. Only so much to do. Alright. Please leave! Oh my god. It's the homeless guy. I got a message for you from the Gambling King. Heard you gobbled up quite a lot of Gambling King's turf. He's waiting at his turf now. He wants to sell things once and for all. He'll do anything to be the last one standing. You're gonna die if you go out there. You and the girlie here should just elope and get out of town. I'm not eloping with anyone. No matter what the enemy stoops to, I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna run. That's my policy. Alright, easy dubs. I don't know, it just sucks. I don't think politics blows chunks because there's so little that you get from it. Right? I think it's reasonable. I think it's probably good to facilitate and normalize discussion of such things, even if you disagree with people with it. The problem is that one side has made it their brand to rebel against the other side in any way it's possible. And the other side is like, wow, this is crazy, when they did it just 10 years ago. You know what I mean? You have one people doing it, and the other people claiming that it's insane that they're doing it when they just did it like a couple years ago, like nobody remembers, and nobody does. You know, fuck it, I guess. I don't know, man. Everybody's like, oh man, you know, being a Republican is the true minority position. Do I really have to do this? You know, it's the true hard position to be in. You know, because of cancel culture and whatnot. As if that shit didn't fade out like 5 to 10 years ago. Alright, I don't know where the Gambling King is. I went in here in order to find him, but I think I might just have to look it up. The northwestern part of Camarocho, I'm gonna fucking murder. Entrance to the Mock Bowl. Okay, well, that's fun, other than the part where it's annoying. You know, I've always believed in supporting your country, not the leader. If your leader does something that aligns with your national interest, then that's good. I don't get why people start to worship him. Everyone wants to be a contrarian. Wow. Well, I feel as though, personally, I feel as though for a period of time, I think a couple years ago, the country was very, for lack of a better term, woke. It was super leftist, it was super liberal, it was not cool, at least, well, this is the oh, there he is. It was not very cool for, you know, you to have opinions that were conservative, you know? At least where at the time I was in high school, right? And so, you know, it pushed a lot of people who were more conservative to maybe hide their political beliefs at the time. Or else they would be socially ostracized. Not to mention that, but Twitter has kind of been, before Elon Musk took over, Twitter was kind of like, you know, the hotbed for cancel culture. It was left-leaning. It was very, you know, it was very rude and mean to people who were right-wing. They'd say terrible things about people about that. And so it created this kind of, this incentive for, you know, conservative people to build a kind of a group away, you know, because they were constantly getting intruded on and judged by these people. And I think it is from the ashes of that system that modern conservatism and conservatism fanatics arise. because that system is no longer the same. These things are not the same as they used to be. I think it's foolish to pretend, and it makes me pretty angry. Because I used to be conservative back then. All right, I used to not be woke. I used to have issues. All right, Twitter used to be really bad. It used to be pretty nasty. Not only Twitter, but just, you know, like being a person in life. You know, having conservative opinions was pretty, you know, miserable, at least for me, and maybe my high school just sucked. All right. And so, you know, it kind of, you know, I pushed it away, and it pushed me away, and it kind of pushed me further to there. Right? Cancel culture is insane. There are like a billion kind of phobias now just because you don't support certain ideas. I agree. However, I think cancel culture as a whole is less influential and less present than it used to be. Twitter isn't as important in daily discussion now as it used to be. It's still nasty, but it's not the same. Right? Also, it's a lot more slop, you know? It used to be bad, like, oh no, Twitter canceled somebody for nothing, and they say terrible things about you, and they dig shit up. But now, it's all just like garbage slop. You know? And I get it back then. However, times have changed significantly, and these are no longer the stakes at play. You know, everybody is still acting as though being conservative is being counterculture and standing up for what you believe in against the people that want to take you down, where that's no longer really the case. I think people have probably gotten more moderate. You don't really see SJWs now like you used to. You know, and don't get me wrong, there are still people who are like pretty insane towards like people. There are still people who like kill all men, kill all white people. But before, at least on Twitter, these people were not the majority, but they were a massive chunk. These people have shortened. There's not as many of them now, and so these conservatives are all caught up in the idea like that things today are how they were maybe 5 to 7 years ago. Not 5 to 7, like 7 to 10 years ago. 5 to 7. 5 to 7 years ago, that it's not. That it's not. And it was because of rampant cancel culture, and I think, personally, it's because of rampant cancel culture and how woke everything was maybe about 5 to 7 years ago. You know? Yeah, that pushed them to here, and so now they're all LARPing as though it's still those times when it's not. It's not those times. I think things have kind of leveled out, and they've taken this opportunity to where things are easier and people push back on them less. And now they're yanking power with it, and they're acting like they always have, which is a shame. I think it's kind of a pain in the ass. Anyways, gambling you can change. Either way, that's personally why I feel like it's I think a good idea to facilitate people who disagree with you, because you know I used to be conservative. I became woke. All right, I became woke for my conservativeness. You know? Oh, the media king? 5 billionaires took the liberty of confiscating all your properties and funds. I don't think you can do that. Sucks to be you. This guy's just an empty shell. You're discarding him just like you did to the Leisure King. Alright, all I gotta do is beat his ass. But no. I don't know. I think it's a little sad. You know what I mean? Pretending like you're being persecuted when I don't really think you are all that much. It's not as major as it used to be. Alright, and it used to be a thing. I get it. And if you said it used to be a thing, and you've said it's been happening for the past couple of years, I'd agree with you. But it's gotten less. Things have mellowed out since then. And I think that's mainly due to the advent of Joe Biden being such a shitty Democrat president that it pulled the entirety of being left down. It pulled every liberal down with him. And so it's just miserable to be that. Whereas in I think Trump's first term, it was cool because Trump, you know, was fucking Donald Trump. But yeah. Do we really have to be conservative or woke? Yes! Fit into the box! Fit into the box! Fit into the box now! You're either a Democrat or you're a Republican, and you're nothing else. You'll be nothing else in this world. Yamanoi? Holy shit. Well, there goes that. Why can't we just stay somewhere in the middle? Why shame people for being in the middle? Well, I think for the most part, right? It is. I think for the most part, it's mainly as far as I'm aware. Admittedly, all of this is from my perspective. I'm not trying to pass this off as the absolute unadulterated truth. This is just the truth that I know and I recognize. Yeah, I'm annoyed somewhere in the middle, bro. I can't believe he's turned against me. However, from my perspective, I think a lot of being left or liberal, it stages your ideas in moralism, in being more moral than the other side, which is why they truly went so far 5 to 7 years ago. And I think it was mainly those people who pushed in the middle. Because if you're thinking about it, right, and you think abortion is truly like, it's not even just abortion because it's everything else, but if you think all of your opinions are the ultimate moral authority, right, and anyone who doesn't agree with those are inherently like being evil, like the idea that, oh, I don't want legal immigrants in my country. It sucks that there are so many immigrants coming. It sucks that there are so many legal immigrants coming into America because they're taking our jobs. I think a lot of people who are maybe more left, more woke, put their ideas with authority, and they're like, oh wow, all right, so you hate choice for women, you hate immigrants coming to America, you hate all of these things. And I think it was because of how hard they really pushed that things have been getting as bad as they have, right? I think they pushed away people in the middle, to be honest with you. I don't think you should push away people in the middle. I get it. You know, a lot of things have a lot of different faces, which it's uncomfortable to talk about, right? But the idea of immigrants. A lot of immigrants put a strain on the economic system. It is true. All right, it can often make people uncomfortable, you know, because there's a bunch of people who don't share their culture that are coming to this place and taking their jobs. You know, it's not inconceivable. I think pushing someone away because you think that it's a moral evil to think like that is I think it's bad. And you can disagree with it. You know, you can be like, oh, because of this, and this, these things are fine. But a lot of people, you know, aren't super duper like locked into the politics things. You know? Furthermore, everybody, you know, it's just, it's hard. Alright, I get it. But I think a lot of people are just overly cruel to people who are in the middle, and who, although they don't really have defined opinions, they treat it like you must. And I think that's, it's unfortunate for everyone involved. Unfortunate for everyone involved. I don't know. You know, a lot of people see the middle as a place for fence sitters rather than a place for people who haven't really figured things out yet. And that's a bad thing. That's a bad opinion to hold, I think. Because it decreases the influence and how popular your side is overall. If you truly believe in your beliefs, you should be trying to educate, not shame people who don't share them. But what can I say? I'm just a bum. I think there should be some sort of reservation for both immigrants and normal citizens to combat this. Here's the thing. I don't have a solution. I don't pretend to. I'm not a politician. It's not my fucking job. Alright? I know what some of the issues are. And if a politician brings up a good solution for it, then I think that's great. I want them to. I'd like them to. But it's not my job to think of it. Right? I'm not a politician, I'm just a voter. And personally, that's where I stand. I say I'm woke because I think I hold a lot of, ideological ideas on the left side. And it's a lot easier to just say woke. Because if I say I'm centrist, people are going to be like, oh. And if I say I'm centrist and then I say something woke, people are going to get mad at me. And if I say I'm right, people are going to get mad at me. Also, I don't feel like that's particularly accurate. You know, also not only that, but the word woke, I think, has been so overused and so devalued. I feel like it's been devalued that I can take it for myself and just say it. Right? But personally, I don't really give a shit about what other people think in terms of their beliefs. And I don't really collapse myself in a box. I haven't taken one of those politics quizzes in years, and I'll keep it that way. Try to convince people into your faith, not force them. Yeah. I agree. Alright, at a point, I think, for some reason, it became the idea to just kind of like... Oh, hold on. Oh my god, they hit the fucking... Alright, that is a silence of boo-wop done. You know, it's at a point, we lost the idea of talking to people about what we believe in. And we started just being like, if you don't believe what I believe, we're trying to force them into it. And I think that is it's a bad idea. Okay, everything here is really fucking expensive to the point where it's comical in nature, which isn't great. Although number 9, I think. No. Oh no. Okay, I'm looking at a map right now. Let me pull this up. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. Either way, putting Trump 2028 in my chat is silly and goofy. Either way. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at right now. I think I'll hit number 8. I could hit number 1. I'll hit number 1. It seems to be the main thing, and I have enough money for it, because I can't buy 2 of these anyways. It's all the way. It's the big one between these things. Okay. Being in the middle gives you clarity, at least that's what I think. You see the good, you see the bad done by both people, right? We can get them from your own opinions. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not particularly... I know there's a lot of... the reason why people dislike centrists so much is because some people use centrism as a way to proclaim some kind of moral authority that's like, oh, I'm not like either one of these things, you know? Both are evil. And yet I can understand that both have good points. So I think a lot of centrists, I think a lot of people, I'm gonna yoink this. I think a couple people who are in the middle use it as kind of a moral superiority on the other people, which, which you know is not. Hey, there we go. Purchase the most expensive property. I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess because everybody's constantly reacting to everybody else and thinking what they think that everybody else is doing. You know, if you see one centrist acting a certain way, a lot of people just want to extrapolate it. And I'm going to be honest, that's how humans work, right? We extrapolate information, then we make conclusions on it. You know? And the problem is that it's hard to deal with a bunch of people like that. You know? It's hard to have a clear head when you're thinking like that. If you see one annoying person and you're like, ah, this represents the whole group. One? Well, shit, man, you don't know. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't think like that, but I understand why you would. That's just how people think. That's how people do stuff. That's a shame, because you really need to think really hard in order to come up with like a nuanced opinion that not only you can defend, but that you can kind of show others. And that's a hard thing to get people to do. You act superior because you're centrist. You're stupid. That kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah. Actually, I think both things are bad. Although some have some good points that I agree with. Actually, yeah. I actually have the true correct opinion. That is, it's somewhere in the middle. We should only give some people guns. We should only give the children guns, and nobody else can have any. I think that'll solve our issues. Hey, stop that. Either way, I think... That was an accident. Either way, I think that it might be time for me to bow. Let me pull up load. Let me just make sure that I've saved. Yep, that seems right. I think it might be time for me to throw in the towel. I'm a little tired. This stream has been weird. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. I knew it was coming after I hit the return button, and I wasn't fast enough. I'd like to formally apologize to everyone involved. I'm so sorry. But no, this stream's been a weird one. This stream's been odd. I think I'm gonna go watch a movie. I'm gonna go watch Dune 2. Odd stream, for real. It was weird. before the next Yakuza stream, I'm gonna grind money and do the Telltale Club off stream. It's easier that way. And then ideally, you know, we don't get too political in the future. I want to say thank you very much for watching. I'm very sorry that the stream turned out in this kind of a weird way, but I appreciate you watching nonetheless. If you enjoyed and you haven't already, hit a brother with, you know, I don't know, you can maybe you can follow, I don't know, maybe you can subscribe even, or join the exclamation point Discord. But no, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time, because I had a great time, and I'm glad to be back streaming. I had to take Saturday off through severe pain, but we're so back. All right, although it's not good that it's whatever. You know, we'll be there. I'll let you know if it gets worse because I stream tomorrow. Have a good day, Hazriel. And for everyone else, have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time zone you happen to fall into at this moment. And I hope I see you again soon. All right. Goodbye. I'm not talking about politics again. Unless another fucking bozo comes in my chat. It's like, oh, Trump 2028. Even then, I probably won't. Give me another month. Give me another month. Jesus Christ.